right now?
Yeah, we streaming.
Wow,
Oh my god!
Streaming, boys.
Welcome to Visual Novel Night with Anya the Nerd,
It's an actual
Wolfsky,
visual
Doodle,
novel, holy
and
shit.
Big H.
See, it's Big H because it's how you spell Zach with an H, and that's the proper way to spell it. It's with an H. So that's
Wait,
why
capital Z A C capital H.
Zach.
You have to put emphasis on the H for all the people who spell Zach wrong.
What about? No, I think it's Zach if it's a big H.
Zatch Bell?
I'll eat your face.
Yeah, oh my gosh, Doodle! I can't. Same hat. Same brain.
Same hat? What are you talking hat?
You don't know the meme? You don't know the Tumblr meme?
I don't want to know any Tumblr memes. This godforsaken hell site.
From, like, it's an
Why are
old
you on
Tumblr meme.
Why do you have a Tumblr if you don't want the Tumblr memes?
I don't really even use it anymore. I just have one.
Big.
Can you tell me what your Tumblr username is, Zach?
No.
Where's the fucking love in this family?
Can you tell me what your Tumblr username is, Zach?
Yeah, I'll tell you later.
You
Oh,
eat.
heck yeah.
I'll tell you when you're older.
Oh, I'm not old enough to see the things you post.
They got rid of all that stuff.
Zach
Yeah.
runs hentai BDSM porn blog.
Yeah, that's why I don't use Tumblr anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah, they got
every single porn bot on Tumblr is actually just Zach.
Yeah,
Oh.
you guys thought they were bots? It was me harassing all of you for years.
Man, I've been blocking them since my time.
Can't
What a
believe you've been blocking me. I was trying to raise your follower count.
Have y'all been getting those bots who share porn with you over Google Drive?
I don't use Google
No.
Drive.
I think I have seen something like that.
I keep like once a day for a while until I turned off the notifications. I kept getting notifications on your phone, like so and so is shared with you, big breast women in your area looking for whatever on Google Drive.
Big bootied Brazilian goddesses in your area.
And it's just like on my phone.
What? Do you have a virus on your phone, Smash?
No, they just share with me.
It's
Just a
like
Google Drive bot.
it's like
Like you don't need
Sal.
permission to share stuff with someone. You just put in their email and it sends it to them.
Oh, I see. You're saying like you got. Oh, okay. I thought you were saying that you were getting like messages on your phone from people.
He's a robot.
Yeah.
But yeah, it gives a notification every time someone shares something with you.
Like having Reddit on your phone.
I used to have Reddit on my phone.
That's terrible.
Then they kept sending me notifications, so now I just use the website. But they're making it harder to just use the website on your phone, so...
Wait, do you mean
Eat shit,
Reddit the food or Reddit the man?
Reddit the man. I have him on my phone.
Robert Reddit?
He's very tiny, he fits right in.
Oh, that's
Also,
nice.
hi Em, hi Owen, welcome to the stream. I love you both.
Hey, it's me, Anya. I think you're smelly.
I would never say
Anya,
that.
what the hell?
Hey, Emmerich, I need you to know that before the stream started, she was like, lol, Emmerich's already in the chat. Ha, what a weirdo.
That is not what I
Said
said.
those words.
What a
That is not-
smelly, weird
That
man.
is literally
Oh.
not what I said.
Some of those words definitely came out of your mouth.
That is not what I said. I'm leaving forever and never coming back. That's it.
You're not
Goodbye.
Hey.
That was the
You won't
last
believe what Anya
stream.
said about Azure earlier.
I did not
Oh my
say
God.
that!
Oh man.
We can't even
Can we repeat that on stream?
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
that if she ever met Azure, she'd fart directly in his face.
That's horrible, dude. Why would you say that?
Get back in here, M! Get back in here!
You're gonna make me cry.
Love you more than Anya does.
What was
Anya
that?
doesn't even like M, so that's not hard to beat.
No, what? No! I love him so much! I love everyone here the most, and that's a fact. No one can...
Anya, you don't even know me.
Mm.
I still love you, Zach.
That's disgusting. God, why are we playing this terrible game?
It's great.
You suggested it.
I did not. And it is not.
Oh,
Look
hi,
at how
Mary!
terrible. Look how terrible the romance options are in this game. It's just like a bunch of humans and then a blue lady. They didn't even make a space elf. It's just all humans. There's
Yeah,
a
wait.
little snake man.
The other, like one of the other characters is like a catalphin,
What the heck is a catalphin?
like mermaid type alien.
They got
It's
gills.
just a man, but they gave it a weird name.
They have gills
One
though.
of these people on the screen, the catalphin,
Yeah.
then it doesn't count because I just see 7 human beings and one of them is covered in silver.
They're half human, half catalphin also, which means they're basically all human,
No, they
except
were.
they have gills that you can't see.
I
What it
can't
is-
believe some idiot on planet Earth would make a space dating sim visual novel and then make no one you can romance any kind of alien. This is some milk toast high school white girl nonsense.
This is some milk. You're not wrong.
Also,
One of these
Barry,
days one of these days I'm gonna leave to get milk for the visual novel night and never come back.
No, Zach, you can't leave. You can't be the dad who leaves and never comes back.
Yeah,
I
you
was
already did that.
for Doodle
Yeah.
and Smog.
It's getting stale if you do it more.
If you do it more.
It never gets stale.
It'll get stale like the bread you were supposed to get too.
Why would I get bread?
For milk sandwiches, you dummy.
That's the worst thing you.
What is a milk sandwich? What
You never
the
dunked the
frick?
bread in the milk?
What does it sound like a milk sandwich
I
would be?
don't know. What is that?
Well, you know what a sandwich is. You know what milk is. Put them together.
How do you put
It's
milk
like
in
an
a
ice cream sandwich, but you leave it out for too long.
You leave a gap in the middle of the bread.
And you just pour milk?
Sure.
What?
The milk has to be spoiled already so that it's solidified,
You could.
and then you slice it and you put that in the sandwich.
I mean, if you really want, that'd be kind of cold.
No way! No!
What?
It's 0%! Oh my god!
Are you
Put it
okay?
Percent with?
Oh my gosh!
Good God.
Oh god. New rivalry.
You do realize that was all bullshit. I was just saying.
Oh,
What?
was it
Really?
Wait, what?
There's no milk
For
sandwich?
fuck's sake!
Being legit!
I knew it!
thought it was
I knew you
real.
would.
I thought you were being legit. I thought you were saying that some people actually believed in milk sandwiches.
Didn't them? No, they're not real. They don't exist. They're myth
Some
and fairy
people
tale.
believe in milk sandwiches.
I mean, I wouldn't doubt there's someone on Earth somewhere enjoys milk sandwiches, but the British are not that kind of people.
Some people devote their life to God. I devote my life to milk sandwich.
Wolf devotes his life lying to Anya.
I don't have to try.
Also, hi Sephrodorf, hi Foul, welcome to the stream. Also, Barry, I hope you feel better soon. I love you very much. Oh my gosh.
Ramaj, I love you, brother.
71%, heck yeah.
Heck yeah.
I feel like I'm not even capable of experiencing that much love.
Foul said,
I got no capacity.
look, if anyone out there is eating a milk sandwich, it's a Brit, says Val.
Wow.
I got the same percent for Anya and Zach.
That's fucked up.
I can't believe you love me as much as you love Anya.
Amazing. But yeah, I've already played through this episode with Azure.
It's not a person.
That is not what
According to
I meant. It's not what I meant.
We did go over that.
No.
Yeah,
Azure
on your own with
Does
Azure.
not exist.
No, that's not what I meant. I was trying to say that I was doing it like off stream, just off my own playthrough, and I was also playing it with Azure. That's what I was trying to say, but it came out wrong.
Sure did.
Just a liar.
But I did it to also make sure that there weren't gonna be any scenes now that we're fully in a route. Luckily,
You
there's
thought they were gonna bang?
there
Shield
was
our
no
from-
scenes like that.
She doesn't want us to see fucking.
It would be very awkward.
For you.
I would not like it at all.
Yeah, not with an audience.
Remember when I played Dragon Age
Dragon
Origins and I got to the
And you
scene?
couldn't find the bridge.
No, not the bridge scene. I'm talking about when I was trying to get with Alistair and I accidentally unlocked the sex scene with him and I freaked out so much because I was streaming it that I closed the stream.
I love
And then you accidentally did it again. Quote unquote, accidentally.
Amazing. I love y'all the most.
You're an idiot,
You're the
Anya.
best in the world.
No, you.
I'm not Nanya, so your no you is invalid.
I'll fight you.
Correct.
Spoilers.
Wait, I think.
What?
Okay. Oh.
Yeah, my saves. I think. Yeah, this is the save. I'm pretty sure. Are we all ready for this?
I don't think we'll ever be ready.
I'm pretty sure that the last time we played this, I want to say it was like 2 years ago or something. Oh no, wait.
Not-
This says 2021, so it was last year.
Wolf, I gotta hunt you for sport.
If it
I do.
can Stay that way.
I can't believe Doodle and Wolf are now rivals.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
So, does anyone remember what happened last time?
Absolutely.
Weird boy got shot.
Space horny.
and,
Yeah, the
then
red
the
man
white
got
man
shot,
had
didn't we?
sex.
Yeah.
We were in a lab that fell over.
Fell
Yeah.
over.
Yeah, we destroyed like a giant facility. Vex, the red-haired guy, got shot. And that's kind of
Vex
where
fell
we left
backwards
off.
right as June launched himself forward.
Just in time to catch him before he hits the ground. I can't believe you just knew that.
Yeah, I remember that.
Wow, Samaj, your memory is so good.
Yeah, photographic
Who's
even.
June?
June's the blonde-haired dude. That like.
That's a girl name.
That's a month.
Yeah. We're
So
dating so what the love interest is in an entire month. We get to date an entire month.
The worst.
I mean,
month, too.
you also get people called April, May, August. A lot of months.
Heck
My
yeah.
birthday.
No one's ever named one of the embers.
Yeah. Is that what you're gonna do?
Sure, I'll name my kid September. That'd be
Heck
pretty
yeah.
Oh no. Wake me up when September
Yeah,
ends.
so many people are gonna say
Oh,
that.
no.
So many people are gonna say that if you do. And they're gonna be like, well, wake me up when, hey, September over here ends.
Fine, November. They're gonna rain.
Remember.
I rush forward to help
Remember,
him.
1/5 of November. Which 5th? Up to you.
Yeah, freedom, free reign.
Freedom of thinking. I rush forward to help him, reaching Vex's side at the same time as Riona, her face grim as she kneels beside me.
Christ, here we go.
I still can't.
You still got it.
This is all it takes, huh?
Oh my god. I still can't take it. It's so good.
Where the hell did that all come from?
Why is he drunk doobie? Was he always drunk doobie?
Yeah, he was always drunk, Doobie.
Yeah.
David says from nearby, a knife held in each hand as he searches the clearing.
God, some dude
Edgy.
just shot the red-headed loser, and this freak just pulls out knives. I got my knife! Oh, I got that sniper! He might be 500 meters away, but I've got my butter!
That's a great voice. You should use that for someone.
Yeah, be perfect. My eyes are fixed on Riona, watching her put pressure on Vex's wound, his blood staining the sleeves of her dress. She feels around the wound with her long fingers, and Vex winces with pain. Who was
Why are her fingers so long?
Thomas was.
Oh
he's not
yeah,
here.
Thomas was voicing Riona.
Hang on.
Can Riona be a Buffalo Bill?
Riona can be whatever y'all want her to be.
He's losing a lot of blood.
Oh god, I hate that.
I love it. A second gunshot has us all ducking our heads, and I look over to see Bash and June searching for the source, their guns raised. I'm well
That
aware.
doesn't say raise,
Red guns
it
raised.
said rise.
I'm well aware that where we are is too exposed, too close to danger. We need to get Vex onto the ship before whoever fired that shot decides to stick another bullet in him. I
Why
chance
is it
a.
even spelled with 2 X's?
I don't know.
Mm.
It's he's actually a nobody, and they his original name was just like had 1 X, but then they had to add a second X since he got turned into a nobody.
He entered witness protection. They're like, we gotta change your identity.
For the second X. He could have been like Xev.
Heck yeah. I chance to look
X-Mex?
towarthe forest
X-Mex?
and see movement behind the trees, figures creeping through the undergrowth. I love that Doodle like is losing it in the background. Oh my gosh. Only their silhouettes are visible, their features hidden by the setting sun behind them. I can't tell from here if the new arrivals are friend or foe, but the shiver that goes through me as they approach gives me the only answer I need. I thought we were safe.
Scary skeleton.
That shivers down my spine.
Can I ask you what you think of this emote?
Wait, let me see. Which emote? Oh, that one? That's so good. I love it. It's such a good emote. Heck yeah. I thought we were safe. I thought we made it out of the facility unharmed. Also, can I just point out we're actually playing a visual novel on Visual Novel Night?
Yeah, we haven't done that in like a week.
Yeah, we thought we did that last week.
I know how wrong I
This game
was.
doesn't make us solve terrible puzzles.
Put your,
The job right this second.
heck yeah. A voice echoes through the clearing as a group
swear to
of...
God, this better not be a character.
This is a character. This is a character.
No.
A voice echoes through
Yeah.
the clearing
Relate.
as a group of Khmeri's soldiers appears from the tree line, advancing on us with speed. There she is, your character. The leader steps up, their rifle pointed at Vex as they bark an order at their soldiers. I can't hear your... It's so high pitched your mic isn't picking it up.
A tiny little gremlin is drowning. Save it.
Yay.
Oh my gosh. Hold up.
You hold up.
The ooh voice for her.
No, she will be a fish woman.
I watch as they step closer, their icy expressions sending a chill down my spine. Their eyes focus on Vex. The color's so pale they can't be natural. I shudder as the pupils widen and contract mechanically, assessing the man at their feet.
Is
Oh,
that it?
why doesn't it work?
It just doesn't want to pick you up at all. All we can hear is like bits and pieces of
I have the noise gate off. I don't understand. Whatever, Doodle can do it.
Wow.
That doesn't work either.
Why is it that her voice, like this person's voice, just constantly?
This should just be a feature of the character.
Yeah, like it keeps coming in and out.
What? What did you say? I couldn't hear you.
Vex curses quietly between gasping breaths, wincing in pain. His hand still covers the bullet wound, and though I want to move closer to make sure he's alright, I'm too afraid to move. I think this was also Thomas.
It was me. How dare! Nice to see you too, Ren. Did you really have to shoot me?
I forgot it. You gave it the. I love it. I love it so much. Ren scoffs at him, and once their soldiers are circling us completely, they lower their weapon.
I think I can do it now.
Oh, heck
Oh.
Mess with
yeah!
my settings more.
Heck yeah, I'm excited.
Is that what I was supposed to do? You know, I think the doctor scrambled my brain a little much. You'd think I'd remember orders like that.
Without warning, Ren swivels their rifle and smashes the butt of it down into Vex's face with a sickening crack.
Fuck.
Vex swears out loud as a hand flies to his nose, stemming a fresh flow of blood. What are we doing?
Who cares? Say nothing. We hate this guy. I want to be Jeff.
Hello.
Beat him with a stick!
This is just standard operating procedure, it's fine.
Okay, let's do a vote on, as usual, democracy wins.
I hate democracy.
Democracy via coin flip?
Who votes for which?
I vote leave Brittany alone.
Okay, so we got
Chris,
one. We got
go.
2.
Whatever happens, that's fine.
I vote for say nothing.
Yeah,
So Zach says say nothing. We got 2 votes for leave him alone.
say nothing.
And
You're
He
deciding
also
vote.
said say
Oh,
nothing.
so now
Whatever
we
happens,
have it.
happens.
yeah, we have
Now
we have to do a flip.
Now you are the almighty tiebreaker, Anya, which means you'll make enemies of at least 2 people in the
No,
call.
we gotta do a coin flip now.
Look at how she tries so
Oh my
hard
god,
to
did
stay
it?
neutral.
Just did it. It said Damon. Out of all the choices, wow.
Damon, fighter of the night, man.
Oh yeah, M.
Champion of the sun.
M's right. Chat vote. Anyone in chat
Yeah.
who has an opinion, please state your opinion.
If you don't have an opinion, shut up. I'm just kidding.
Zach. That's not an option, Zach. That's also not an option, Samaj.
I say we let him go.
We'll let him go.
Oh, Foul voted for what Wolf voted, so we're saying nothing.
Aha!
I bite my tongue to keep quiet, not wanting to provoke the Chimera leader any more than Vex already has. Something tells me this soldier isn't playing any games, and I have no desire to test my limits right now. Oh, and M said also voted for Zach's choice, so it would have been absolutely that one.
Yay!
Footsteps echo on the ramp to the ship, and Calderon and Ayame appear, their hands held above their heads as they're escorted by Chimera soldiers. The soldiers push them down on their knees beside us, and I scan them quickly, finding them unharmed. Ren does acknowledge their presence, still busy with Vex.
I always knew you were weak, but just insisted you would do the job done.
That's so good! It's so good! It's perfect!
I took no pleasure in being right.
It's a surprise, isn't it?
He deserves my trigger fingers itching to put you down.
So do it. What are you waiting for?
My breath hitches in my throat at the taunt. When will Vex learn to just keep his mouth shut? If Ren shoots him again, he's done for.
Put us out of our misery!
Only good time. First, I deal with your new friends. The Andromeda Six crew. Oh, yes, I know all about you.
Ren walks the line in front of us, each member of the crew on their knees, glaring up at them spitefully. Their boots are muffled by soft grass. Any small sound they make halted when they come to stop in front of June.
Subject J15. I thought you were dead.
What? I was
Who's
June.
June?
I think I was June, because it was Mickey
thought it was
Mouse.
Samaj.
voice. Oh, wait, yeah,
Yeah, I was-
Samaj. retook
Samaj was
June.
Goofy.
Yeah, what was my June voice? I was Goofy. Okay.
No, but you will be if you lay a finger on any of my friends.
This is legit Kingdom Hearts! I can't believe it! This is Kingdom
do
Hearts.
it again.
Oh boy.
Goofy, you killed 25 children.
Ren smirks, amused by the threat.
And glad to see who lives up farther you. Hey, baby.
They carry on, the soft thud of their footsteps fraying my nerves with every step they take.
I've been in the game for 5 minutes and I'm already annoying. I can't say I'm seeing your record.
They stop in front of me, pale blonde hair falling into their face as their bionic eyes shift and rotate unnaturally.
Picked up a new member for your ball the beach. Happy brother.
Ren faces Calderon, the corner of their lips tilting into a cruel smile.
Snake. We need Snake.
It was Thomas, I think.
We needed a navigator, and so we found one. Leave him alone.
I can see in an instant that this was the wrong thing to say. Ren quirks an eyebrow at the captain before they take the rifle from their back and point it at me. I swallow around the lump in my throat, my palms sweating as I stare down the barrel in front of my
better
nose.
if the main
These weak
character
arm spaghetti.
dies.
Damn it, Carol. Take me. I'm the one you're looking for.
That's so good, dude.
Let the rest of them go.
They smile, but there's nothing warm about the gesture. Thankfully, they lower their weapon and I breathe out a lungful of air in relief.
No!
Wait,
Put whiskey in the water.
wait, Jess? Like Jesus, maybe?
No, Jess Zorvag. He's the main antagonist.
That's Jesus.
I can't
Jess,
believe it.
He's the main who cares, that's a girl name.
I also, I love how anytime Zach voices a character, it always devolves into just, like, nonsense.
It's a read.
That's what you get for making a dyslexic man read.
As for your fate, I'm gonna turn you into a fish! The public execution reserved best for you,
Commander Lynch?
Yeah, that's the nickname that they gave him.
You did murder the former head of the Crown Council, after all.
That's a lie, and you know it.
Ren cocks their head at Aya, studying her in the same manner as a hawk sizing up its prey.
The party who broke Lynch out of prison, is that it?
That's right.
She tilts her chin in the air, determined not to let her anger get the best of her.
She's just a nobody.
Aya's face
My
falls at the
God.
remark, and I want to tell her it's not true. Ren continues on, their shoulders sinking with a soft sigh as their gaze falls on Damon.
Was you? Not surprised to see you've switched sides.
Damon grins at them, seeming completely unfazed by the situation. I can't tell if it's all just an act or he truly isn't bothered by the danger we're in. If I had to bet, I'd say it's a little of both.
I never picked a side to begin with. You know me then.
Tits! Still a coward, I see.
But handy in a cinch, am I right?
I don't miss the eye roll Red gives him as they step back and glance over us all one last time.
Annoyed fish noises.
With Red distracted by the others, I steal a glance at Vex, who looks like he's barely holding on. I catch David's eye as he glances toward Vex, seeing a shadow cross his face, and now I see he knows exactly how much trouble we're in. There are so many things I want to say to him, so much I try to convey through the simple gaze. I need him to know how much he means to me. How he's pulled me from my darkness and blanketed me in his own particular brand of shadow. If we ever make it out of this,
disgusting thing I've ever read.
I'll be sure to tell him everything.
So the question remains, who will I kill first?
Who? No one's gonna die. Shut
Ren-
up. Who cares? Advance the plot.
Advance
What's with
our
all this
attention. Our
melodrama?
eyes glued to them as they make a show of thinking it over. When they step up to Riona, I find it hard to believe it's pure coincidence. There's something on their face that gives it away, a kind of satisfaction one has at catching a prized fish in their net.
I can't believe she's a racist fish.
Yeah.
Look at
Don't
this.
fish are
We're
rape.
looking through the last arc into Rihanna.
Something drops in the pit of my stomach, a feeling of dread coming over me.
Your dear old dad said there's nothing but a sort of our side since we liberated the system. I wonder what he'll give to get his little girl back in one piece.
Riona glares at them, her hand still covered
I
in Vex's
regret
blood as they hang
everything.
untrembling at her sides. I love it.
You sweet thing, you could be the key to everything.
Hello.
Who's Riona again?
Buffalo
I don't
Bill.
know. They were just talking, weren't they?
Were they?
I don't know anymore.
Yeah, I thought you decided you were gonna Buffalo Bill it.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah!
Oh,
I haven't seen my home in years. You really think I'd be of any use to you?
There's one thing to it. What the find out is it's all we'll start with a figure, then we'll
Oh my.
see how to do that. And we'll see if it proposes.
Jesus, who cares? Skip. You know, I
Start
have
with
a
the finger.
solution.
The
I
entire
have a
crew-
solution to what ails us in this terrible
step
scene.
one, we finger daddy.
No, why is it on a 50-minute
Smash,
cooldown?
The entire
Awesome,
crew
I
is
already did
seething,
it.
pinned down in place by a dozen rifles to keep us from doing anything to help Riona. Tears spring at the corners of my eyes.
Line.
My frustration slipping out of
I
me and
get
streaming down my face.
Oh, yeah.
She's gone
No.
mad with power. We
No.
need to overthrow her.
get the line,
No!
Nobody
Red
wants to
waves
read
her
your
hand at
boring
my
baby
one of their
game.
soldiers.
They're not gonna cut her finger off because they don't want to have to redraw every single frame of her with one finger missing.
Just let it take a second.
I'm not doing any more voices. Someone else be him.
I do declare don't touch her. In an instant, Bash is on his feet, though he barely makes it 3 feet before Riona stops him in his tracks with a shake of her head.
What you got to do about it? Ba, ba, ba.
I do declare I'll rip you apart.
Man.
Can we skip to the ripping apart? I'm so bored.
Let's see the heads of upgrades that you last bit.
Name I can't pronounce.
Too bad. I don't think that'll be enough to get you out of this. Even though you could probably just rip my head off and be done with the situation.
I doubt any of my soldiers
Soldiers are loyal to me. If you kill me, they'll just go home.
I do declare you ready to find out. Ren swings her rifle towards Bash right before he grabs the barrel and sends it sprawling across the grass. A dozen Khmeri weapons find their aim on him and Bash grits his teeth, refusing to back down.
You just had to transmit anyway, didn't you? You should have turned us into holiday cats.
I do declare never. Drawing the sword from his sheath on their back, Ren points the tip towards Bash.
Why does she have a sword now?
When the gun doesn't work.
Yeah.
Where is it? This is just a gun.
It's on the floor.
Yeah, we just
What
threw
if she
it.
shows up to a knife fight? You can't bring a gun to a knife fight.
Hold him still.
Two soldiers rush forward and train their rifles on either side of him, forcing him back to his knees. When Ren lowers
That's not
the
how
sword
you force
to
someone to their knees.
when Ren lowers the sword to bash his neck, he grits his teeth and growls up at them. I do declare you're not a liberator, you're nothing but a murderer.
You're not a liberal.
Ren presses her sword against his skin hard enough to draw blood. I watch in horror as the ruby droplets drip over the edge of the blade.
If anyone thinks in such poetic prose as a situation like this unfolds in front of them, they deserve to be killed.
Big beef.
And you're about to die. I hope it was worth it.
I do declare she is. Right when I think it's over, that we've lost Bash to the enemy, the trees surrounding us begin to whip and sway beneath the gust of a dozen descending ships. Ren lowers their sword, leaving Bash forgotten on his knees as they scoop up their rifle and lower their soldiers to form a new line of defense. Soldiers descend from the ships to land on the forest floor, and for a moment, I think they're Khmeri reinforcements until I recognize the sigil they wear on their armor. Azure Dawn.
It's the Viet Cong.
The trees are talking! Who is this jabroni?
Remember when we were on Cursa, we met like all the Damon's like past peeps, and this was like one of them.
Yeah, there was the lady that did a great job of voicing.
Yeah, that was so good.
Did I voice this dude?
I don't remember.
I feel like I did a
He
Cockney.
looks like a wolf character.
I did a Cockney thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. It looks like we showed up just in the nick of time, we did.
I can't do it again. No!
Oh, happy to see me. Come on, love you in a minute. Oi, oi.
I'll be happy when I pull a bull and you maybe two.
Just two? You must not hate him that much, you loser.
Looks like there's been enough of that going on round here.
Zane shoots a look in Vex's direction before
Oh
turning
god, he
to
shot
the
him.
rest of like again. Second time for good measure.
Double tap!
Piss off out of here, we'll deal with these Muppets.
Heck yeah.
Oh,
Ren scoffs and aims the rifle at Zane's head, only to be met by the barrel of
Why
his
do you have to
own.
get so close to each other?
There's a cage everywhere.
Even though the text just
gun's
said there was a
gonna
dozen
fly into
ships
your
in the
hand.
sky and there's like 6 of you.
Zane barks at a laugh, and I can't quite decide if he has a death wish or he's simply half mad.
All he has to do is pull the trigger first and she'll be dead in an instant.
Yeah.
my enormous shotgun begs to differ.
Compensating for something.
My big throbbing shotgun.
I mean, here's what he's saying, look.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, you make no mistake, I'm talking about the one in my hand. Let's not go getting any crazy ideas. You don't want to see her when she gets mad.
God, this voice is perfect for someone who thinks all these
calls it
years
her?
like that.
I don't know if which one he was talking about.
He calls it getting mad.
I hear Damon mumbling
like
Ah, for fuck's sake.
in the background.
Wow.
I would laugh if we weren't all a second away from being shot to hell. Zane gazes at his weapon with an almost loving expression.
Oh god, he fucks that gun. I named her Elisa after a mate of mine. She's twice as pretty and just as lethal as the real thing.
While Zane keeps Ren and their soldiers locked in a standoff, the rest of us get ready to make a move. I hurry over to Damon, letting him take me in his arms and squeeze me tight.
This is really the time for a battlefield hug.
There's other things happening.
No, when Azure and I were playing through this, when they said that, my thought, like the image in my mind was that he picked me up, like you know how like some people
Like
pick
a
up
baby?
small dogs. Like when you pick it up in your sidearm, that's what I immediately imagined in my
Oh my
head.
Over his shoulder.
Yeah. Like, he just has me, like, in his sidearm, like, we're getting out of here, and he just starts running, and, like, and the main character's just, like, flopping in his arm. Oh my gosh.
Right, it's okay, we're getting out of here.
Like, I wanna, if I could draw, I would draw that. He takes me by the hand and we hurry towards the ship alongside Calderon and June, who have Vex hoisted hoity-toity up between them. His face is pale, his eyes so heavy-lidded he looks like he's on the verge of passing out. The first shot goes off right as we reach the ramp to the docks, and we pick up speed to get onto the safety of the ship. Oh, Doodle, it's you.
Oh, sorry. June, I need you on guns to cover our escape.
Calderon barks orders while he hits a button to pull up the ramp and secure the ship.
Bash, where are you? Ah, there you are.
Glad we sorted out that mystery.
I need you assisting on weapons.
June and Bash dash off together while I do my best to help Damon get Vex to the stairs.
You three take Vex to the infirmary. Aya, you're with me.
We split up, Damon, Riona, and I hauling Vex to the infirmary while the others head towards the bridge. The metal walls of the ship muffle the sounds from outside, but as we pass the window, I see the fight is in full force. Azure Dawn clash against the Chimeri, giving us the opportunity we need to make our escape. I wasn't sure what to think of Zane when we first met, but now I could be more grateful for his presence. I can only hope he makes it out of there in one piece. By the time we make it to the infirmary, Vex is slipping in and out of consciousness, his body becoming dead weight in our arms.
Yay, death. Oh, God.
Vex, can you hear me? I better put this lotion on your skin. Don't worry, Sush. If he dies, I'll turn him into a skin suit for you.
Oh my god! We struggled across the room as the ship lurches and rumbles, hastily taking off for the surface of the planet. Eventually, the three of us manage to haul Vex up onto the medical chair right as he passes out completely. Riona swears beneath her breath, and I raise an eyebrow at her. If the situation has the Talari cursing, then things must be bad. Okay, so we can either say, will Vex be alright, or is there anything I can help with?
I don't care.
Fuck, obviously... Oh my god. He's obviously not okay at the moment. So how about is there anything I can help with?
Okay, so Doodle's voting for this option. Zach doesn't care. Wolf, Samaj.
Neither of these options are funny, so I'm good with whatever.
Yeah, do the helpy help, I guess.
Okie doke.
2 I don't cares and 2 vote to help.
Oh, this is the first time Sushi is talking. Like, it's been like 20 minutes of this game, and Sushi hasn't said a single word until this moment.
I just remembered what Sushi's voice was.
Can I help with anything else?
How could you forget?
I wish Anya wasn't like this. Can we trade in our defective Anya for a new Anya?
But I wouldn't be as funny.
Clean the wounds. Will you fetch some bandages and antiseptic from the cupboard there, along with the lotion?
I do as she asks, glad to make myself useful, if even in some small way. When I open the cupboard, I find the products I need are clearly labeled, and I grab a couple of other things that seem like they could be useful. I return to the two of them to find Damon's face is hard and his expression pissed, a far cry from the mask he wore earlier.
Something, not just the...
Something else is hard and pissed.
Ren wanted you, Ray. bad. I could see it on their face.
Rihanna scoffs at him, looking far from thrilled at the topic of conversation.
What happens when you have family in politics? But we've hardly got time to worry about that now. Get the lotion.
No, I think it is exactly what we need to be worried about.
Rihanna stops and pins Damon with a firm look, but I don't miss the edge of softness she gives him.
I'm fine. I'm not the one bleeding out on the chair right now. Put the lotion on the skin.
Feel the rain on your skin.
No, Anya. So could we focus, please? Explosion.
The ship rumbles beneath us, and I grab onto the chair for support as it lurches to the side.
The guns! We're being followed, and by the sound of things, shot at.
The worry must show on my face because Rihanna gives me a small smile.
Don't worry, Sushi Jun knows what he's doing. He'll keep us safe. If he doesn't, I'll put the lotion on your skin.
Albert, Aya's having the time of her life. As long as Carl leaves her to the controls, we'll be out of here in no time.
Rihanna grabs a tray with various tools while instructing us to remove Vex's jacket. Taking a side each, Damon and I carefully pull the garment off his shoulders and down his arms before Rihanna moves in to push up his shirt and expose the wound. I watch as she cleans the blood away to expose the bullet hole beneath. The injury doesn't look as bad as I expected, but it still makes me wince nonetheless. Using her medical wand, she sweeps it over the area, reading the Talari symbols that appear on the side of the device.
Things about
the bullet went straight through him, so the wound is clean, and there's no major internal organ damage, but he's lost a lot of blood. He'll need a transfusion to keep going.
The worry must show on my face because Rihanna takes a moment to give me a comforting smile.
Feel that the penis lamps are now on stream.
Okay, Sushi, we'll have it fixed up in no time.
You're right! We finally have the lamps on stream!
What? That there would be no bad scenes in this, Anya.
Yeah!
Big beef.
I like how Anya doesn't have better Twitch TV installed.
I do.
Then why is fish mole just the words fish mole on your chat?
I don't know. I had it installed. Maybe I need... I don't know. I don't know why.
It's a global Twitch BT TV emote.
But I have it on. I don't understand why it wouldn't be on. Unless I don't have it on this particular computer. Which is a possibility. Taking a small sample of Vex's blood, she turns to a small machine on the counter and runs the vial of crimson liquid through it.
You're a bad man now. You're a bad man.
Feels bald, man. Amazing.
I don't know, what's the one for Pepe hands?
Pepe hands?
I don't know. I can't get.
That's not a global one. Anya needs to enable it.
Pepe hands isn't global?
No.
That's a crime. Pepe hands should be global.
The device processes the sample, lights blinking from red to green as it displays its findings on the screen. Rihanna frowns as she analyzes the data. What's wrong?
There's only one person on this ship who's compatible.
Hell!
Anya, I will give you $3 to stop. The alternative is that I leave.
No!
Calderon.
Oof.
He said big beef.
Wow.
He's picking up words for me already. Let's go.
Don't know.
But Vex is half Catalfin. How does that work?
It's because he's half Catalfin and human that he can receive blood from either species with a compatible blood type. That's not how blood works at all. But we'll need to start the transfusion now. He won't last much longer.
We don't have any synthetic.
Oh, we haven't had the chance to replenish our stock since Goldus.
Fiona grabs a small device off the wall and holds a button before speaking.
Captain, I need you in the infirmary. We've got an emergency on our hands.
Doodle, it's
I'm a
you.
little weak right now, Dot.
Heck yeah.
Doc. I say Doc.
Holy shit, did you see that?
Ayame, you're about to give me a heart attack. Fuck.
Oh shit, there he goes.
Sorry, it was
Oh no!
that caused me to die in the game that I'm currently playing.
Oh no!
So
I can't believe I killed Doodle. There's a crash and some swearing before the line goes dead. Fiona lets out a heavy breath before she turns to me.
Go steal the captain's blood.
No
I like
way,
how you
on
accepted
my
that.
way.
On my way.
Let's go steal the blood.
On my way. Alright, I'm going. But if I don't make it back alive, you'll only have yourselves to blame.
God,
The
I can
captain's
only
gonna kill
hope
you?
that you die. Please, kill.
I'm sure I can live with that, you little shite.
Just die for me.
Riona swats at his shoulder with a hand, which only makes him chuckle out loud.
The captain is more a bark than bite. Don't let him intimidate you.
Yes,
Swat his
ma'am.
shoulder.
And don't call me ma'am.
With a gulp, I hurry out of the infirmary
freak.
before Riona
I
has
don't
the
want
chance
your
to inflict
respect,
any
I
real
want your
damage.
blood. Put this lotion on the captain's skin.
I'm not sure that even David would protect me if she decided to. When I reach the bridge, I'm
telling me that Feels Amazing Man is global, but Pepe Hands isn't.
I don't know. It's weird. When I reach the bridge, I'm met with the sound of voices, one of which sounds unfamiliar to me until I realize I know exactly who it is. Oh, this
It's a
was M.
hologram.
I don't want to try. I don't want to try and replicate it. It was too good when M did it.
I'm sure you'll find a way to repay us one day, Blondie. We did save your asses after all.
Do it all.
if I remember correctly, Zane was the one who showed up. I didn't see you saving anything.
Who do you think gives the orders? You're not the only one wearing the big boots around here.
Big boob. What you can say?
Oh my gosh.
Yes, shall we?
The big boobs around here. You may have some big titties, but I have the bigger ones.
You're all going to jail.
Ayami's
Hell yeah.
legs in between Cal and Alyssa's hologram, her arms raised in surrender.
I think we're all more than grateful that you saved our butts back there, Alyssa. The captain included. How's the situation back on Cursa? Oh my god.
I'm not on Cursa, which brings me to the actual point of this call.
You mean to tell me this isn't a social call?
Oh, Christ alive.
Oh, look at you. You made a joke.
Jimmy.
Cal sneers at her. It's clear that these two really aren't fond of each other. After you left, we managed to push the Chimeri back and secure our district. It wasn't long before we were contacted by someone I can safely say I never expected to receive a call from.
Who was it?
Eldred Mahadin, head of the Council of
Fucking
Eons
who?
on Talaran.
John Madden.
John Madden, John Madden, John Madden, John Madden, John Madden.
Riona's father. I knew he was on the council, but the head is supposed to be.
The late Queen's mother, yeah. Seems there's been a shift of power in recent years.
What did he want?
You, well, your stowaway most of all. He requests your presence here on Talaran.
You're on Talaran too? What does Eldred want with us?
Questions. Learn to go with the flow for once, won't you, Blondie?
Just tell me what...
A loud beep interrupts the captain, followed by a bewildered-looking Arknos appearing next to Alyssa.
Who? Oh!
The boy!
How did I do the voice for this man?
It was like, hello, my name's Oppo.
Hello! Oh, hello, ambulance crew.
Oppo.
God.
Oppo, if I have to tell you one more time to stop listening in on my calls, then someone is losing a tail. Again.
Oppo will just grow it back. Oppo was trying to call home to make sure their bar is still in 1, not 2.
I already told you it's in good hands.
Singular bar remains.
Oppo is the best. One day I swear I'm good. I'm like tempted to buy like the main game is free, but the side games you gotta like buy. And one of the side games is Tea Time with Oppo. Is what it's called. And I want to play it so bad.
Anya, you're gonna have to pay me to do that much Oppo voicing. This talent ain't free.
Just get your asses to Talaran, we'll be waiting. There's another beep and the holograms disappear.
Both Alyssa and Oppo are on Talaran?
Bro, Oppo's just like a guy. Who cares where Oppo is? They're like, oh my god, Oppo! The president of Space Snakes Incorporated!
It appears so.
Huh.
Something weird is going on. I can feel it in my gills.
Disgusting.
But yeah, she's Catalfin.
Stop feeling your gills.
Deciding I should probably make my presence known, I step onto the bridge and let my footsteps echo over the metal floor. Both Calderon and Aya turn at once, their gazes fixed on me.
How long have you been standing there?
Yeah, I'm sure you're to show guilds on stream like that.
So we can either
Send
say
gills?
the whole time or I just got here.
You were there the whole time, be honest. You're here to steal blood.
Heck yeah. So we're going the whole time?
Sure.
Yeah.
Like, pretty much the whole time. Calderon sighs, but his face softens somewhat.
Doodle.
Go.
I don't want to do it anymore. At least you're on.
So, Alyssa didn't look too happy.
I'm starting to think that's her default setting. Like another Curson I know around here.
What the heck is a cursin?
Happy we got the bomb set off at least.
Cursed person.
We blew to hell.
Like Anya.
No, Curson is in this universe. It's somebody from Cursa, the planet Cursa. The other Curson that's on here is Damon, is who he was mentioning. 'Cause
You're
he's
also from
Cursa.
Cursa because you're a cursed person.
which means an end to their creepy little experiments.
And Zane?
He's okay. The Dawn managed to fight off the Chimeri soon after we took off, and them running away with their tails between their legs.
There was like 6 of them. It'd be ridiculous if they lost the fight. There were like a ton of the other dudes showed up.
Yeah.
They're in the process of picking up the freed prisoners and moving them to Talaran.
Talaran, I don't understand. They don't allow outsiders on their planet.
Seems like things are changing everywhere.
I nod in silent agreement, thinking back on everything we've accomplished today, on everything we've been through. Who was that back on Orion? Ren?
Zovak's right hand. The one who goes out and executes all his dirty work.
A lump settles in my throat, and I swallow around it as I ask my next question. Do you think they were there that night, the night my family was killed?
Oh, what a beautiful night that
Oh,
was.
Vex is literally dying. Could you sort that one out first?
That's what Azure and I were saying the entire time during the scene. Like, we're having this long conversation about what happened, and it's like, Vex is literally, like, he's almost dead. Like, he's lost blood.
He'll
He's gonna
know
die.
just as much about your parents tomorrow.
He's been alive this
That's
long.
how
He'll make it.
this whole game has been since the beginning. Like,
Yeah.
the bad guys could have captured us and taken us to jail if she didn't monologue to every single individual member of the crew for 3 hours.
I mean, that's just how it is in most things, though.
It's terrible.
Yes, I'd say okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
See, the thing is,
Agree, Sushi.
it's like in a normal video game, after the 3 hours of illogical talking, you get to like run around and shoot things or whatever. And this, it's just more awful talking followed by more awful talking.
Silence stretches between us before Calderon sighs and rubs at the back of his neck with a hand.
How's the redhead doing?
I
He's
let
not
out a
dying.
breath.
He needs your
For the
blood,
speech of
bro.
subject, but also
He
Jerry,
doesn't
what's coming
urgently
next?
need blood or anything, right?
Well, that's why I'm here. He needs a blood transfusion, and there's only one person on the ship who matches his blood type.
No,
Oh.
no. You are not sticking a needle in me. No way.
Aya backs away with her arms held in front of her, and I would chuckle at her reaction if I didn't have to deliver the next line instead. Actually, it's Calderon.
Look at his stupid face!
Nani?
Nani?
No way in hell am I giving blood to that traitor.
Please do it or I understand.
Okay, fine. Can't
Dude,
really
Can
try.
we kill him if we say I understand?
I don't know.
I understand, I vote for I understand, and I want to
I
kill.
understand.
I understand.
Okay.
Let our actions have consequences.
I understand.
Wow!
I probably wouldn't do it either if I was
Jeez.
in your shoes. You don't have any reason to help him.
Bullshit. I'm gonna override your choice for the sake of the plot, because we still have scenes that use Vect later on in the story, and we'd have to rewrite all of those if he died right now. Oh my god.
Your line reading?
That was the line.
Yeah.
That was fine.
Are you forgetting what the bastard did? He tried to hunt us down and kill us all.
I thought he was being like mind
He was
controlled.
Yeah.
brain.
He was being mind controlled against his will.
No,
Calderon falls silent, and I can tell by the tightness of his jaw that he knows Aya is right and that he was stupid. He takes in a deep breath, and I know he is giving in when his shoulders sink and he pinches the bridge of his nose between his fingers.
That's a
Fine.
good face.
I'm going.
Who's gonna give blood anyway?
I was gonna do it anyway.
I just wanted to be a tsundere about it.
Aya, you know the plan. Go where we need to go.
Yeah.
No shit, Captain.
Calderon disappears from the bridge, and I turn to Aya right as she rounds the pilot's seat and slips into it.
Now that that's taken care of, let's get down to business.
To defeat the
get
Huns?
down.
Yeah!
I love that we all said the same thing. Where are we watching Mulan? We should watch Mulan.
We already did it.
We should watch it again.
We already did that, and I was even there for it.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Because Azure couldn't stand the live action one.
Yeah, the live action one is garbage.
What's a live navigator? You're with me.
How can I help?
I need you to chart a course to the nearest space station. We won't make it to Talaran without refueling first.
Sushi actually has a job? I thought that was
Yeah.
like just a cover.
No, Sushi actually knows how to navigate, like, the ship.
Sushi doesn't know how to do anything. This is like the worst main character of any visual novel.
Are we still being followed?
The Chimera ship fell back before we hit the edge of Orion's atmosphere. Their craft are speedy, but they're small, hardly built for an interplanetary shape.
I take a seat at the navigation station and pull up the screen, using what I've been learning to bring up information on the space stations between us and Talaran. It says the closest station is called Chrono. Ayame swears beneath her breath. And yeah, heck yeah.
Cross into it first.
Don't go there, there's a frog there.
No!
I can see this if this information is less than welcome.
Is there anything else?
I swipe across
No,
the
there's
screen,
no other planet.
filtering through the names and distances of various way stations. There is another called the Uba Terminal, though we'd be going out of our way to reach it.
We can't go there. Not unless we want to be cuffed on arrival.
She takes a few seconds to think our options through, her fingers twirling through the ends of her hair.
I can't wait to find out what fun, colorful, interesting characters we meet at the Chrono Station that Ayame has a troubled past with. Whoop-de-doo.
Actually, we're not gonna meet anybody from Chrono, we're just gonna skip right over it.
Oh yeah. The people who run Chrono are shifty, and they charge too much for, well, everything, and we'll be able to get in and out without a hitch as long as we keep our heads down. Set a direct course and we'll get this baby the much needed ELC.
Yes, ma'am. I tap a few controls on the screen, fumbling only once before the course is set and the information is beamed across to the pilot's hub.
Why does she have a nose if she's a fish person?
I don't know.
Can't believe we're going to Talaran. I've always wanted to see it. Riona has told me so much about it, it sounds amazing.
I hope it's a war-torn dump.
I just wish that.
She trails off, a sad and wistful expression coming over her. What do you wish? She sighs before turning back to the controls. I can't see her face, but I never mistake the pain I hear in her voice.
I wish I was an Oscar Mayer wiener.
He shakes her head, and she looks at me and her smile has returned. But there's something about it that doesn't seem quite right.
Out of all the things you could have said, what triggered Oscar Mayer Wiener? You're psycho.
It's been a long day. Oh, I'll let you know when we're closer to grown up.
They have Oscar Mayer wieners there.
Are you sure you don't want me to stay for a bit, keep you company? She shakes her head, and this time when she smiles, I believe it's the real deal.
No, I don't trust you to make decisions. We almost had a character get killed. I gotta keep my eyes peeled for any Chimera ship, and so no distractions.
Alright, if you insist.
And that's where she would have said something fun and cute and flirty if you were dating that character. I can feel it.
Yeah. But before I reach the door, Aya calls out to me again.
Hey, Sushi?
Yeah?
Sushi?
You're doing a great job, investigator.
I smile at her warmly. Thanks, Aya. I'm reluctant to leave her. There's something about her demeanor that's telling me she's not okay, but for now at least, it seems she wants to be left alone. Heading out into the corridor, I let myself drift away with my thoughts as I make my way to my room. So much has happened over the past 24 hours that I can hardly believe I have a moment to breathe at all. I think of Damon and how worried he was about Riona and Ren's confrontation. Even if he doesn't always show it, it's clear how much he cares about the people he's close to. I'm beginning to realize that the world is a dangerous place, much more so than I had imagined, and I'm still learning the rules of the game. Footsteps up ahead drag me from my thoughts, and I look up to see a familiar face heading towards me. June! He stops in front of me, his shoulders tight with hesitation as his mouth softly parts.
Sushi, I've been looking for you.
Oh?
Why?
I just wanted to say, I'm so sorry you had to see all that back at the facility.
Why is he the man with the watch up his butt?
It's not something I wanted any of you to witness.
Okay, so do y'all remember what he did?
Yeah, he smashed some stuff because he's a crazy.
Yeah, he's basically like the Hulk.
Soldier.
Yeah, he's basically
Emotional
like
damage.
So we could say,
cares?
you scared me, I understand your reaction, I can't believe you lost control.
I want to say I understand your reaction, because that sounds like something that'll give us points towards him, and I want to cheat on Damon.
I want to say I understand your reaction because it's a lie. How did that make any sense?
So are we saying I understand your reaction then?
Yeah, I understand his reaction.
You don't have to apologize to me, June. I can
I
only
like how we all
imagine how it felt
for
for
the
you
different reasons.
to be back in that place. I can't say that I would have acted any differently. June shifts from side to side, clearing his throat before he speaks softly.
You're not afraid of me?
No, I'm not afraid of you, but all those people in the facility, the experiments, you destroyed them so easily, like they were nothing. He drops his head, and I can see that he feels my horror in some deep, hollow place inside himself.
They are nothing. Yeah. I'm not sorry for ending their life. You have to understand, Sushi. If I had let them live, they would have killed hundreds, thousands, perhaps.
I just love the goofy voice talking about this. This is so good.
Sora, we gotta commit more war crimes.
Sora, we have to commit genocide, Sora.
Got the napalm.
But the bombs would have killed them. You could have left them to the explosions. Wouldn't that have been better than killing them with your own hands? I can see by the expression on his face that he's already thought this through already, grappled with the weight of his actions. It's likely they would have survived the explosions and
Excuse me, yeah.
It's you, sorry.
It's likely they would have survived the explosions, and I couldn't take the risk.
Oh,
Their bodies were infused with orionite, same as mine. They're not a
Orionite!
species.
Yeah. How do you know that? They might have been suffering just like you.
They were suffering. I've no doubt about that. But that's where the similarities at.
June takes in a breath to calm himself. I can see that he knows much more about the situation than I do, and I trust his judgment.
Why are you questioning it?
I would never kill people except all those people I killed. My transformation began before I was born. There was no one else who took to the substance like I did, not even my brother. The doctors, my parents, tried to recreate it over and over, but failed every time. And I don't even know why I was the only one who survived it. And trust me when I say I tried to find the answer. Those things in the facility used to be Khmeri soldiers. And from the moment they were poisoned with orionite, they became something else. Something more dangerous than any of us.
Samaj, stop calling me.
He was about to say.
Zachary, pick up the phone.
No.
We gotta commit war crimes, Zach.
What?
And the worst part is that they chose to do it. Convinced that they would become some sort of superhero, maybe.
He lets out a small scoff and shakes his head as though perplexed why anyone would willingly put themselves through that. I suppose I'm wondering the same thing.
Before I joined the crew, I was lost. I tried to find others like me, convinced that if there was someone else out there who was moving on, who was living a life of their own, that maybe I had a chance. But there was no one, not a single soul. Every single subject that had been infused with orionite at past birth was dead. The older they were when the procedure was done, the more twisted they became, and the quicker it killed them. Killing those soldiers on the right makes me a monster, I know that much, but I'd do it again, damn it! If it was me back there, in their place.
June falters, his emotions getting the better of him.
Yuck. I'd wish someone would kill me too.
Oh, this comes on soon as Xenoblade.
So we can say you were protecting us, or I'm still a little shaken up.
You were protecting us.
Is that what we're going for?
Yeah, I'm good with that.
I'm sorry you had to go through all that. It sounds to me like you've protected the people of the system from a threat they didn't even know existed. If they did know, I'd bet they'd be grateful. I know that I am. June's eyes widen on me. I don't think he expected this kind of reaction, but he seems grateful for it all the same.
Thank you for your kindness, Suki. I can't say that I deserve it, but destroying that place has lifted a weight on me. Knowing that those experiments will never be replicated, that Zovak will never unleash those monsters on the world, it feels good. I found the joy of killing.
His eyes
Really
drift
good.
away from me, his voice going quiet when he speaks next.
Nobody will ever have to go through that again. If that's the last thing I ever do in this world, it was worth it.
I believe that you'll go on to do much more, June. I'm glad that this has brought you the peace that you deserve. We share a smile, and it occurs to me how nice it is to see June relieved himself of his burdens.
Self?
I love seeing June relieving him.
Yeah, into the vast expanse of space beyond the glass.
I feel like I can look towards the future. I've been stuck in my nightmare of a past for far too long, yuck. It would be nice to focus on something else for once.
I step up beside him, studying the void that stretches on and on between us and our next destination, and I think of my own future. That does sound nice. I feel it when Jin looks towards me, feel the hesitation that hangs between us before he speaks again.
Couldn't help but notice that you and Damon back on Orion, that's not the sentence. I'm glad you found someone else to be close with. I have to admit, I was surprised at first, but I can see what drew you two together.
His face falls a little, his eyebrows dipping in the middle as a thought crosses his mind.
You know, I got a reputation as a homewrecker. There was a time when I thought the two of us could be close, but...
Like, okay, so here's the thing. When I was playing this game with Azure, before this whole conversation happened, Azure and I were talking about how I tend to be, like, extremely oblivious when people want to get with me. And so we were just talking about it. Then we get to this scene, and I read this line, and I'm like, the two of us, so him and Damon?
Oh my god, Anya, what the fuck?
Azure was like, no,
wrong with you?
and Damon. And she's like, no, you and Jude. And I'm like, oh, me and Jude.
Anya, I don't comprehend you.
I'm sorry, June,
so
but sushi
stupid.
makes their coffee on Talaran.
Heck yeah.
I'm just glad to see you happy.
I smiled to myself, feeling my face grow warm beneath his gaze. Maybe June and I could have grown closer, but it seems like my heart had other plans for me. June rubs at the back of his neck sheepishly.
The dice had other plans.
Yeah, the dice had other plans. It's so true.
They all can have this conversation where it's like, oh, we could have done it.
I don't know. This is the only one so far.
Listen, every game needs to be like Persona, where you can date everyone and then get beat up at the end of the game. That's what I want.
No, you just end up with a giant space orgy.
It would be even funnier with all of them on the same spaceship because you just awkwardly avoid everyone interacting together.
That was great.
I better head off and find the captain. One of the guns jammed when we were shooting at the Chimera. We'll need to fix it as soon as we can.
We're heading to a space station called Chrono. Can it be fixed there?
Yes, that will be perfect. We'll have to look around for a couple of small parts, but Bash will see it done.
We say our goodbyes, and as I carry on down the corridor, I hear June speaking into his communicator, using the device to locate Calderon. At the thought of the captain, I wonder how the blood transfusion had gone with Vex. If the look of thunder on his...
It's been like 3 minutes.
Yeah. When he left the bridge is any indication, Riona would have had her work cut out for her. I'm desperate for rest, but I decide to check in on them all once more before I do. When I step into the infirmary for the second time this evening, the chaos from earlier has dissipated. The room is quiet, the lights dimmed, Riona's mister is quietly running in the background, the scent of lavender and verbena hanging in the air. I spy Damon, leaning back in Riona's chair with his boots resting up on the desk in front of him. I shake my head, attempting to hold back a grin. I spy Damon. I spy with my little eyes. A man named Damon. Don't let Riona catch you like that. He snorts at my teasing and turns, letting the chair fall forward as he sits up straight, his feet thumping on the... His feet thumping to the floor.
I can hear the click of her boots from a mile away, so unless someone decides to go and be a tattletale, I'd say I'm safe.
Where is she
You
anyway?
fucking knock.
Damon pushes himself to his feet, stepping toward me with a smirk dancing on his lips.
And here I thought you'd come looking for me. You're breaking my heart here, Prince. Prince? Yep, the artist formerly known as Prince?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I cross my arms over my chest, giving him a firm stare, despite the way my heart is fluttering. You're really gonna keep calling me that?
Ah, come on, I know you like it. I can tell the way you're twitches. You're trying not to smile at me.
I just...
The only thing was twitching.
I also love the little like thank you.
Yeah, what if he turned into the Resident Evil salesman?
I mean, he basically is at this rate. He reaches out and pinches me on the side of the face playfully, and though I swat his hand away huffily, I smiled despite myself.
Anya.
What?
Why is it swat?
I don't know.
Okay, that's fine.
What?
Yeah, why do you say swat but then twat?
I don't know.
There's no consistency.
I don't know.
Maybe she says.
We don't
the other
say that
way.
word. That's your
Oh yeah, you say it wrong, so good job you don't say it.
Explain yourself.
I don't need to, it's the right way of saying it.
Britain,
Explain.
explain.
I'll explain milk sandwiches again if you're not careful.
I'll kill you.
Yeah.
Hey, Doc's taking a break. I know I'm not exactly a medical professional, but if you need a full body examination...
Steven grins at me. The curve of his lips,
Rectal
nothing
exam
short
or
of
something.
sinful. The memory of our kiss comes to mind, of those lips on mine, his arms around me. I can't wait to kiss him again, though I hardly think now is the right time or place. I clear my throat softly, determined to change the subject, and to remember why I actually came here. Yeah, like, Vex is awake right now, by the way. Like,
Still in here.
He's still in here and he's awake. So Azure was just like, I can't
Still
believe
waiting
you
on that
guys
blood,
were...
guys.
Azure was like, I can't believe you guys are trying to have sex while right
Exactly.
in front of Vex.
He's delirious, he won't know anything
Doesn't
yet.
Damon hate Vex? Wouldn't he, like,
Yeah.
love to cock him in front of him?
You know what? He probably would. How did the blood
Can you
transfusion
touch
go?
someone else with your girlfriend? Your boyfriend?
Well, Vex had interest in...
That's not fucking, that's
so
just
that's-
public indecency.
Yeah, Vex. We did date Vex for a period of time. That was a thing that
See?
we chose.
See, you'd be cucking him. If you break up
Dear
with
be
someone and they're
cucking.
ever in another relationship, you've been cucked.
How did the blood transfusion go? Is Vex doing okay? Demon snorts again, as though I've somehow said something mildly funny.
Went well enough, considering Cal could barely sit still long enough to have his blood drawn. Soon as it was done, he tore out of here, muttering about Talarin, amongst other things.
I can't
What?
believe he's racist.
Hey,
I can.
you dirty little shitebag
Anya
being
loves
discriminatory. Alright. Lucky Ariona's a gem. She patched Carrot up better than he deserves, I'd say. Oh yeah, he's Carrot Top, I forgot.
Yeah.
Damn. The famous red carrot.
What the heck? Why does it look like that? Yeah, whatever.
He looks toward the bed, shaking his head in either amusement or disappointment. I can't quite tell.
He's resting now. He'll be fine.
I follow Damon's gaze and feel my shoulders sag with relief. I want to see him, but before I steps toward the curtain, something makes me pause, and I turn to Damon once more.
Editor!
Before I done steps towards that there curtain there,
Calderin told me Calderin told you we're heading to Talarin.
Ah, Jesus Christ, what's happened to you? Hey! Sounds like Lisa's up to something.
My hopes perk up. If anyone knows why Alyssa might be on Talarin, it's Damon. What do you think
She
it
needs
is?
braces.
Who
Damon
knows?
doesn't know anything.
Hey, I'm a wee pea brain.
Why is this launching in full screen?
Outsiders haven't been welcome on Talarin for decades, so whatever it is, something big. What else would they let a dope like Zane on the planet?
I don't ask anymore. I know it's not his fault, but I'm disappointed to learn that Damon knows just as little as I do. I'm impatient to get to Talarin to find out what exactly is going on, but I know that there are other things we have to take care of first.
Before
why is
you
there
do
a
anything else-
Discord overlay in my video game. How do I turn that off?
I don't know, it's not my fucking problem. We're in space now, shut your mouth. Before you do anything, come over here.
Oh! I'm leaving. I'm never coming back. Please never do that ever again. Demon instructs before he hands over to the overhead covers and starts pulling out
That line break was intentional. He starts pulling out some spare supplies.
I follow him tentatively, watching him settle down a bottle of blue fluid and a wad of cotton balls. What are you doing?
Cut on your bloody head.
My hand flies to my forehead. I hadn't even realized it was there. It doesn't hurt at all.
Don't touch it, for Christ's sake. It needs to be cleaned. Stop the infection.
I drop my hands, letting
This is
Damon
like
step
the
forward and
super
press.
future. Who cared? Like,
Why did none of the, 5 people we talked to previously mention this?
I guess
I mean, there was
just,
other business at hand, I guess.
Impressive.
By the way, you're
that
bleeding
freak
quite
Damon
substantially.
probably wants to do some weird, gross stuff with that. He probably wants to dig his fingers in the wound and
What?
torture her a little bit.
Zachary, stop.
What? Zach, are you? I'm scared. I can't believe Zach
What?
is into some crazy stuff.
Damon's a freak. He wants to do weird stuff.
I drop my hands.
And you know
letting
exactly
Damon
what that stuff is, so
step
you're the freak.
forward and press one of the moistened cotton balls to my hand, dabbing it over the wound. It stings a little
Feel
when
like
it
he's
hits the
shoving his
cut, but I
balls in
try to
your
stay
wound.
still while he works. I didn't know Riona was training an assistant.
Alright, little goblin. Go back in your hole.
Excuse me, I had a hiccup.
When you work in my profession, you need to know the basics.
Bro, I think anyone knows how to clean and bandage a scrape on your forehead, you moron.
David turns back to find a small bandage, using it to cover the cut. After smoothing it down, oh my gosh, I didn't mean to do that. After smoothing it down over my skin, he stands back and admires his work.
All done.
Done.
Job's done. Take this too, for the bruises.
He grabs a small tube from the counter and holds it towards me. I don't think I have...
Screenshot.
Oh, you will in the morning. Trust me.
Taking the tube of ointment, I no, that's not what he means. Giving him a small smile. Thanks.
Don't mention it.
Heading over to Riona's desk, I pick up a small mirror, using it to inspect the so-called gash. The bandage has covered the wound completely, so it can't have been too bad. In any case, I'm glad that David thought to take care of it so it wouldn't get any worse.
A minute alone with him.
David's voice brings me back to the current situation. I assume that he's talking about Vex, and I look towards the bed instinctively. After his confession back on Orion, the fact that he was the one who shot Nerissa, it's difficult to come to terms with. I'll admit that I may have been putting this off longer than I should. Yes, I'll talk to him, or no, I need more time.
Get cucked, bitch.
Well, when you put it like that.
It's a witch.
I don't care. I wasn't listening.
Well, what are the options? What are we talking about?
So either we'll talk to Vex, or we won't talk to Vex.
We can fucking talk to that guy.
If we say no, don't talk to him, Damon will probably be like, nah, but you really should talk to him. It seems like the right thing to do. And then we'll be like, oh, I guess you're right. We should talk to him.
So we're
Let's
just
see what
gonna
happens.
say yes, I'll
Let's
talk
find
to
out.
him.
No, you piece of shit.
Or no, I need more time. Which one? Which one?
Yeah, let's talk to him.
Nothing.
Wait, I don't know what to pick.
I'm not. I wasn't calling you guys a piece of shit. I was calling the
Talk
game.
to
Yeah.
him.
Let's
Okay.
not
Yeah, that's always
waste time
implied.
in running away from not conversing with not him.
Yes, if you don't mind.
Sure thing. Just don't tell Carl I left you alone with him. I don't particularly want to be booted out the airlock before we get to Talaran.
Don't worry, I won't say a thing. He grins as he turns, his boots squeaking on the floor beneath him. Squish, squish, squish.
I'll be right outside. Try not to get into any trouble. And no cucking, you hear me? If he goes berserk again, just start yelling. I'll put him out of his misery.
Get out of here! I waved
Go on,
Damon
get.
off. Go on, get! I waved Damon off with a shake of my head and a half-concealed grin. I highly doubt he'd do anything to hurt a hair on his old friend's head. I hear the whoosh of the door as Damon exits behind me, and I step towards the bed where Vex is laying.
Fuck.
I reach out. I pull open the curtains, only to be met by a pair of heavy-lidded emerald eyes blinking at me slowly.
Hey, Prince.
Vex's voice is raspy when he speaks. He looks half asleep, like he's just woken up. It must have been our voices that woke him. Hey, how you feeling?
What
Oh my god. What is going on? Vex grunts as he pushes himself up a little, leaning back against a couple of pillows.
Just tell Diamond I'll sit that.
I reach forward to help him, fluffing up the pillows behind his back so he can sit more comfortably. Be careful, don't move around too much.
We'll get back here. Or not. Yes, nurse.
Very funny. He chuckles at the look I give him, wincing at the pain that strikes him straight after. It pains me to see him like this. I never wanted him to get hurt. Does it still hurt a lot?
What the fuck do you think? Then this is take it a few days to heal completely. Apparently the medtech on the ship is pretty archaic. I'm grateful for what she's done for me nonetheless.
As long as you're healing, that's all that matters. He gives me a small smile before his face suddenly drops, his shoulders sagging under some kind of weight.
I don't know how you can stand to look at me after...
He trails off, but I know what he's trying to say. We'll have to talk about all this sooner or later. So we could say, I will pretend that it doesn't hurt, or I'm just glad you're still here. One does not simply walk into Orion.
I don't
Wish you were here.
No one cares.
Does anyone have a preference?
No.
I say we let him go.
I say we let him go.
Put him down.
All I care about is that you're here, that you're alive. I thought I was gonna lose you. It felt... I'm not sure if it's just the memory that's affecting me or actual tears until I feel the wetness sliding down my cheeks. It felt awful.
The wetness.
Like there was nothing I could do to save you.
The wetness sliding down my cheeks.
Oh my gosh, I'm leaving. I'm leaving.
Okay, bye.
No!
Oh, no, that feeling.
Sadness cuts into him so deeply that I see it taking form in the hollows of his cheeks, the shadows beneath his eyes. Vex, I'm so sorry about your parents. I had no idea that you were going through all that. We knew each other for so long, and I didn't know.
How could you have known? I kept that part of me secret. I deceived you.
A pinprick of anger kneels at me, knowing that he was lying to me all that time. Some part of me feels guilty for forgiving him so quickly, but a much bigger part feels that this is what we both need. I can only hope that we can move on from this as friends.
So, what's up with this dude's shirt?
I don't know.
That looks like it's tactically ripped to just look like it.
Yeah, I think it's like a
He
design.
bought it like that from the JC
Yeah. Yeah.
He went to Hot Topic.
Oh, but you weren't the only one who was deceived. Zovak assured me that my parents were safe. I spent years of my life doing his bidding, convinced that he would help me find them. Every time I wanted to go to Orion to save them, he always had some way to talk me out of it. I think a part of me knew they were gone, but I hoped so much that I would find them there, that I could take them home. I should have gone to that prison years ago, Master Wayne. I should have started a ship from my own way there.
Alfred Pennyworth? How would you have gotten them out of there? We also how heavily the place is guarded. It would have been impossible. Vex pauses. Deep down, I think he knows I'm right, but right now, he's hurting too much to care.
I would have found a way.
Do you know the way?
No, Anya!
Hangs his head low, and I see how the guilt and regret eats away at him, devouring him alive.
Oh, I can't stop thinking that this is my punishment. Karma for everything I've done to others.
That's literally the freaking password.
So I don't believe in karma, or it's not your fault, and maybe you're right.
I don't believe in karma.
Okie doke.
Karma ran over your dogma.
I don't believe in karma. Terrible things happen to us, all of us. We can either choose to let it defeat us, or we can choose to keep going, to fight for something better.
How the fuck do I escape from this place?
Yeah, the stream.
No!
When did you get so wise?
I give him a sheepish look. Give him a sheepish look. Suddenly feeling a bit awkward.
No.
When I found a crew of misfits who seem like they need a bit of wisdom. I know you've made mistakes. That doesn't mean that you don't deserve a second chance.
So
He squeezes his eyes shut, his jaw tensed against some memory from the past, something that's tearing him apart. Vex? I watch as he bares his teeth, gritted hard as he tries to pull himself back, and he starts barking. He's like, woof! You're still having trouble with the corruption in your mind?
Comes and goes. I don't know how able I'll be out. I don't know how long I'll be able to hold that.
Happened already.
Not myself. Again. I don't want to hurt anyone else. I can't stay on this ship, Sushi.
We're going to Talarin. Surely someone there can help you?
Talarin.
Alyssa is there, and Oppo too. I don't know what's going on, but it feels like something important.
I'll do my best to hold out until we get there.
Vex winces again, his eyelids flickering as he fights to stay in control. I'll go and get Damon. You should get some rest.
Wait. You stay just a little longer. I'll feel better when you're here. Or like myself.
I look down at him, and for a moment, I don't see the man who has caused so much anger and heartbreak, but the boy who just lost his parents, in need of comfort. Sure, if that's what you want. I take a seat beside the bed, returning the smile that Vex gives me. Thank you, Sushi, for... Or wait...
No, you're right.
Thank you, Sushi, for coming to see me.
I'll be right back, you freaks.
Okay,
Bye, Buffalo.
Bye, Buffalo Bill. I love it.
I didn't think you would. I didn't think you would love it.
I'll always be here for you, Vex. No matter what happens.
Same here. As long as my mind permits me, of course.
Don't worry about that now. You should get some rest. I help him to lay down and get comfortable, but he doesn't try to sleep straight away. Instead, he looks over at me, a strange smile playing on his lips.
So, you and Damon, huh?
I I twist my hands together in my lap before looking at him, wondering how he feels about it all. Are you upset?
No. We had our chance. Things didn't work out for a reason, but there's nothing to say we can't start up now just to piss him off.
Once more for old time's sake.
Oh, God say I approve, but hello, Bill. I can see why you like it.
Oh.
I'm relieved to hear it. The thought of moving on, of leaving him in the dust, is a weight I can do without. We had always been friends before we were anything else. Perhaps we could be friends once again.
Hey, do you remember back on Caldis when we used to sneak out to that little drink vendor on the outskirts? That makes sodas out of anything he wanted.
I remember you drinking a fish soda one time. That was foul.
I'll admit that wasn't my brightest moment. The cherry ones were amazing though. Yeah, no shit, the cherry now.
Yeah.
I could go for one of those right now.
Now we can
Get to it.
choose what our favorite drink would be. So we could say, I love the cherry one too. I always preferred the pineapple. I always preferred the
Don't do it,
grape.
Wolf.
I always preferred the watermelon, or I always preferred the pickle.
I'm doing it.
Oh my god, pickle?
Yeah, pickle soda.
I did it.
A grape, please? Can we be normal?
No. We all know that Sushi is a little freak here.
So we got one vote for grape,
Pickle, 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 pickle.
one vote for pickle.
It's gotta be picked.
It's
We're
gotta
going
be.
with pickle.
Either kind.
I always
just
loved the
don't
pickle juice
care.
soda. Now that you brought it up, I wish I had one right now.
Oh, remember that. You're so fucking weird.
Hey, it's an acquired taste. Vex chuckles and shakes his head at me in disgust.
We'll go back there one day. We can try every flavor they have. Well, that's a
Except-
fucking... Well, they can do everything, yeah.
Except the gravy soda. I'm not touching that.
Yummy. Alright,
Yummy.
deal. Or the one that tastes like peas. Gravy good. Soda good. Clearly they're both together good.
No.
No.
Yeah,
laugh
like
together.
milk and bread.
No! You're not doing the milk bread thing again. And for a
Can't believe
moment,
you thought I was being
I
real
thought you
with
were
that.
being legit. I was like,
Don't you-
I can't believe.
That hurts.
And for a moment, it feels like old times back at the palace, lying in the gardens and laughing until our sides hurt. I've missed those days, but maybe they don't have to be gone forever. We talk a while longer until I notice his eyes growing heavy and his head begin to nod. Alright, I think it's definitely time to get some rest. I help him to lay down and get comfortable, and it doesn't take long for his breathing to grow deep as he slips into dreams. His body needs plenty of rest to recover. I watch it for a while, gazing at the faint freckles scattered over his nose, the way his eyelashes flutter as he dreams. He looks so peaceful, a memory from my past taking physical form right in front of me. When Rihanna returns a while later, I decide it's time for me to go and get some rest of my own. I step into my room with a sigh, relieved to have a moment where I can finally be on my own. I love that there's even more stuff on the sides each time. Like now we have some lights here. We have a I Heart Cursa mug. We have more pictures from Bash. Of the A6 fam. Of Alyssa and Zane over here. It's cute. Today has drained me in more ways than one, and I feel if I don't get into bed soon, I'll collapse where I stand. It doesn't take long for me to change into some comfortable clothes, slip into bed, and fall asleep. I wake a little while later, and while I feel as though I've only just fallen asleep, by the aches and pains in my body, I can tell it's been a few hours at least. With a low groan, I sit up and stretch my arms above my head, attempting to stretch out my muscles. I feel stiff and sore all over. I immediately see that Damon was right when I find a bruise on my arm, and then another on my shoulder. No doubt the after effects of having almost fallen to my death in a pit. I shudder to even think what could have happened if Damon hadn't been there to save me. I glance at my hollow pad to check the time while I rub some of the ointment Damon had given me over my bruises. It's too early to be awake, but my body feels rested. My mind won't let me sleep. Though it's the last thing I feel like doing, I think my body could benefit from a bit of training to help warm it up and get it going again. Even some light stretching could do a world of wonder, and after that, a long hot shower. Before any of that, however, I need to do something about this grumbling stomach. After heading to the kitchen for some much-needed breakfast and about a gallon of water, I head to the docks to see if I can't get my body functioning on at least a normal level again. I haven't seen any of the crew awake, though that's hardly surprising given what time it is. That, and I think that all of us needed a well-deserved night of rest. Heading down... What was that, Zach?
Does my audio still work?
Hello.
I guess that means yes.
Yee.
Miss Zach.
Where's Zach? All I hear is Buffalo Bill.
Oh, lotion.
Heading down the stairs to the docks, the faint sounds of grunts and groans drifts up to me, and just when I thought I was the only one up early, when I hit the bottom step, I spot Ayame in the distance, a bunch of trading pads scattered on the ground around her. She's dressed casually and has a couple of holographic targets set up to practice with, fighting 2 at a time. She's an impressive fighter, but of course I knew that already, having had her whip my ass during our first training session together. I watch as she expertly... What? I'm scared. I watch as she expertly dodges a punch from one target, using her agility to get under its arms and take it down with ease. The other one attacks from behind, and for a moment, it seems like Aya has lost the game. It takes only a second for the tide to turn. Aya reaches behind her and grabs the target behind the head, ducking down and using her weight to propel it to the ground, where she finishes it with a final blow. With a triumphant bark of laughter, she stands and straightens her back, shaking out her hands and breathing hard. The target's now severely being disappear and the program ends. That was awesome! At the sound of my voice, Aya turns abruptly, her eyes wide and her fists raised in defense. It's only me! I'm not sure I'd stand a better chance against you than they did.
Oh, I didn't hear you come in.
Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you.
That's right. I was lost in my own head.
I'd spotted only for a second, but the same sadness that seemed to be haunting Aya last night passes over her face. In the blink of an eye, it's gone again, replaced by her usual easygoing smile.
So, did you get some rest?
She changes the subject, and though I want to talk to her more about what's bothering her, I don't want to push it. Yeah, I fell asleep pretty early. You were right. I definitely needed it. She smiles a little, though something about it seems weak, like she's forcing herself to put on a brave face. How did you sleep?
Not well.
She wrings her hands together, and I'm starting to suspect that it's a sign that she's troubled by something.
I couldn't turn my mind off. I kept thinking about Orion, everything that happened there. Everything that could have happened.
She begins to pace, her lower lip trembling as she speaks.
June was struggling, and I couldn't do anything to help him. He's my friend. I should have done something. And then Bash and Riona, we could have lost them both.
I step forward slowly, trying not to spook her. I can see how fragile she is right now. If it makes you feel any better, I talked with June last night. He's doing good. I think he really needed that outburst to work through a few things.
Really? That makes me feel a bit better. Though it's hard to get past these feelings.
She turns away from me, her shoulders slumped and her head bowed. A hand flies to her mouth as a sob escapes her and her face crumbles. Aya, what's wrong?
I'm sorry, it's nothing really.
She squeaks the words out shakily between small hiccuping sobs, rubbing at her eyes to hide the tears.
It's nothing.
So we could say you could talk to me, or it doesn't seem like nothing.
Who cares?
These are the same choice.
Yeah, most of these choices haven't really mattered too much.
I guess you can talk to me is a bit nicer,
Yeah.
more direct.
Yeah. Where it doesn't seem like nothing is a little backhanded. Does anyone have a preference?
No.
Roll.
No.
You can talk to me, Aya, if you want to. About anything. She brushes away the tears with the back of her hand, sniffling quietly.
Thank you, but there's really nothing to talk about. I don't even know why I'm crying, okay? It's like no big deal. Oh my god, it's stupid. I'm stupid.
My chest squeezes as she turns away again. She seems so small, so lost, and I'm not sure what to do to stop that. I won't think it's stupid, I promise. I try to assure her, hoping that having even one person to listen to will make a change. After all that Aya has done for me, all the support she's given me, it's the least I can do. She hesitates for a few moments, but when she finally speaks, I know I'm finally getting her to open up.
Many years ago, my parents sacrificed everything to keep me safe, and I'm grateful to them for the life I have, but I shouldn't even be here. My brother, Akira, was the one who wanted to join the Guard. He wanted to travel the system, and other systems too.
She closes her eyes and her lashes fluttering as she pulls up memories of the past.
All I wanted was for us to have a home, somewhere we could be safe. I joined the Guard as a way to provide for us, but now he's gone.
The tears fall thick down her cheeks like Ghibli tears, and this time she doesn't stop them.
He got turned into an Oscar Mayer wiener.
No.
We're going to Talaran, the one place he always wanted to see.
Because it's the place that you can get turned into an Oscar Mayer wiener! That's why.
Hell yeah.
That's where Oscar Mayer headquarters is. That's where they make all the wieners.
Realization hits me, and now I know what Aya had wished last night. She wished that Akira could be turned into the Oscar Mayer wiener he always wanted to be. Which you can only do at Talaran.
Just like Akira from the movie Akira. No, wait, is that Akira who gets...
It's Akira from Persona.
Awful
Oh.
monster?
Yeah, they get turned into a wiener.
The two of them could
That's what
experience a
happens
new
in-
planet together. You're honoring your brother's legacy, you have a home, or stay quiet.
Who cares? Fish don't have feelings.
Wow!
What about Fish Moldy?
That's what the Nirvana man taught me.
Here we are now. Entertain us.
He
Yeah.
told me it's okay to eat fish because they don't have any feelings.
Oh, hi, Luna.
It's Luna!
Baby.
Doodle, tell Luna I love her.
Luna. Anya said she loved you.
Doodle, tell Luna that Anya said she stinks.
I would never!
She is stinky.
You're a stinky baby.
Hey,
Stinky baby.
What a
What?
freak.
you.
What?
Puh.
What? You want to say that to my face?
Yeah.
Say it to my face.
What?
Hold
Okay,
on.
hang on. Hang on.
Hold on.
Hang
Here
on.
you go. Say
Hang
it
on.
to her.
Hey, you.
I
I can't believe you
believe.
said that to her face.
Nah.
Yeah,
I can't believe Wolf is gonna die tomorrow.
that's what happens, you know.
Neither Luna nor Doodle are capable of crossing the Atlantic Ocean. They're too stinky. Fish will mistake them for chum and consume them. What?
No, I did a funny.
He knows
What?
what he did.
Yeah. And so does Doodle.
Did he eat you? I'm hungry.
How did you know?
Got any food?
No, I ate it.
I'll kill you.
Anya!
No!
Anya!
Isn't that a weird cap?
What are we
Whatever, I'm just
picking?
gonna leave it.
What are we picking for this?
Your nose.
That's not an option.
Choosing,
What was that, Doodle?
say you have a home.
Okie doke. You have a home, Aya, and people that would keep you safe right here on the ship. I know that nobody— oh wait, I'm using the wrong voice. I know that nobody can replace your family, but you're not alone.
You're right, Sushi. Nobody can replace my family except Oscar
right.
Mayer himself.
Right, nobody can replace my family. Die!
Yeah, she just stabs me. Oh! I try to speak up to tell her that's not what I meant, but I'm so stunned that my mouth won't make a sound.
I'm sorry, Sushi. I think I just need to be alone right now.
I watch as she hugs her arms around herself, making herself seem smaller than she already is.
I've already lost so much. Everyone that ever mattered to me is gone. They're never coming back, and I just can't lose anyone else. Like, I can't even. I can't.
She curls the ends of her hair around her finger, her face deep so deeply in sadness that it hurts me to witness.
Ren was right. I am nobody. When my friends are in danger, I can't do shit to help them.
Don't say that, Aya. Ren doesn't know anything. It was you who saved Cal from that prison on Goldus. None of us would be here if it wasn't for you. You're the heart of this crew. She gives me a weak smile, but this time I know it's far from genuine.
I wish I could believe you.
Who's the heart of this crew then, Zach?
None of them. They're all terrible.
With a sigh, she turns away from me, heading back over to the training mats and the device she uses for the holographic targets.
Everyone on this crew is the gallbladder. Don't worry about me, Sushi. I'll get over it eventually.
I try to say
They do
more.
nothing until they explode for no reason and kill everyone.
Yeah.
I'll be right back. I have to pee.
Okie dokie doodle.
Have
I
a
love
good
ya.
pee.
Boy.
But Aya initiates the training device and launches straight into another program. I had initially come down here to train, but I don't want to be a bother, especially when Aya is feeling so down. Heading back towards the stairs, I turn one last time before leaving. Aya is standing in the middle of the training mats, her head bowed and the training program around her forgotten. I want so
And our
much to go
previous
to her.
artist quit.
Yeah. To tell her that everything will be okay, but I feel as though she'll only end up shrugging me off again. I want to tell her that she doesn't have to be happy all the time. It's okay to feel sad about things. That it doesn't make her any less worthy. Instead, I drag myself up the stairs feeling helpless. It's not like Aya to shut me out like that, and I'm worried about what it could mean. With my training plans thoroughly tossed out the window, I head back to my room for that long shower I had promised myself.
I wanna be an Oscar Mayer winner.
Then no one would be in love with me.
Another day passes as we make our way towards Chrono, finally docking on the space station and going over some ground rules for our visit. I learned that Chrono is a wayward station run by ex-mercenaries. It's a seedy place to say the least, but that also means that the chances of us running into any Chimeri are slim. As long as we keep our heads down.
Mercenary?
I don't know. And blend
A
into with the
mercenary
crowd.
Can't find any work.
I guess so. We'll be able to get what we need and be on our way. I had managed to go out onto the station and pick up some new clothes and a few personal items, though the options were somewhat limited and as expensive as Aya had warned me. Look, we now have a pet rock! Look!
What are you talking
on
about?
the
Oh my
Look at
god!
that rock.
We
He's
got
rocking!
Yeah!
He's got a face.
Yeah!
Got the head
That's
hat.
not a rock. That's a man who looks like a rock.
Shit, I had found a couple things that were more my style, and now I'm starting to both feel and look the part of the navigator of the ship. While the rest of the crew are still out doing their own thing, I take some time to rest up in my room. My body is still a little worse for wear after our encounter on Orion, and I figure that taking it easy can't be a bad idea. As I'm lounging on my bed, playing a little game on my holopad, there's a knock on the door. I push myself up from the bed, and when I head over to open it, I find Damon standing on the other side, leaning against the far wall.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, do you have games on your phone?
Finally, I thought you never answered, bro. It was like the first knock. Get out of here, you thirsty freak. Go harass Buffalo Bill.
I'm sorry,
Why
Your
be dressed like
Majesty.
a nightclub security guard?
Yes. Did I keep you waiting for a second too long? He just doesn't have his jacket on right now. Like, this is what he wears under his
Or
jacket.
his
Your
emo
jacket
gloves.
on, freak.
He chuckles and pushes himself away from the wall, stepping towards me.
Oh, you're funny. So what are you up to?
Not much.
You playing
just
that
trying
fucking
to
Angry
relax.
Birds there, you little shite?
Yeah, I'm playing some Angry Birds. You want to join me? He
No,
grins
that's
at
for
me in a way
nerds.
that makes my skin warm. My pulse pick up speed.
Dana
Mind if
only
I-
plays Clash of Clans.
Mind if I relax with you?
Only if
You
that's
play-
really what you actually intend to do.
Of course.
Why is
Time
the
for
main
some
character
cut the
such
rope
a
and chill.
beta?
I make way for Damon to step into the room, letting the door close behind him. When I go to walk past him, he catches me around the waist with his arm and pulls me close.
Where are you going?
No! I make a face
I'm
at
glad
him.
Wolfsky can ruin this character.
Yeah.
for me.
Despite the way my heart is thundering in my ears, plucking out everything but the sound of his voice. Even when
How's
he's
the
being a
chat feeling
pain in
about
the
this?
ass, I like the way he plays around, the way he teases me and makes me smile. It's because of this that I relax into him, letting him slip his arm around me, hold me against him.
Did you miss me?
Maybe a little.
Oh, hey, I'll take it.
He grins and leans in closer, his breath warming my mouth, before he stops suddenly, his gaze landing on something just off to the side. He lets me go before he steps over to the desk and picks up a large rock that sits there, wrinkling his nose at it. He sees
That's
the
not a
big
rock, it's a man.
It is.
It's a man that looks like a rock.
Put the man down. Look out, he's got a man.
He's got a man! Man down!
No,
Also,
man up. He picked it up.
I love that what Samaj says is, I hate this, feels good, man.
That's the vibe.
It has moss covering the top of it, which makes it look like it has hair and a funny face drawn on one side. I can see why he might find it a bit strange.
What's this?
That's
What's
Bob
this shit?
Moss.
Oh my fucking.
Jesus Christ.
I'm killing the people that made this game.
It's pretty good, you gotta admit, Bob Moss.
I can't believe Bob Moss is gonna watch while these two,
Yeah, that's what's gonna happen.
disgusting. Bob who?
Bob Moss.
We're in the fucking future! We don't know who the bloke is!
I snatched it from Orion before we left, as a souvenir. He shakes his head as he puts the rock back in place, but I can see the hint of a smile peeking out.
Not saying that. No.
We'll
You're
say
a history.
anything else, but not a compliment.
I feel my face flush with warmth as he brushes past me and sits on my bed, leaning back against the pillow and stretching out his legs.
It doesn't work with the accent. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. So, hey, I'm sorry I didn't stop by earlier. I've been stuck trying to organise our passage to Talaran. And between that and babysitting Carrot Top, well, doesn't leave much time for
I still don't
relaxing.
understand why he calls him Carrot Head. Has he never seen a carrot?
I don't know.
Maybe, carrots are red like that in the future. Stop saying it like that!
How else should I say it?
He chuckles softly when I don't reply, reaching out to take my hand and pull me down on the bed beside him. Stop it! I sit up and face him, letting his contagious smile affect me and tilt my lips at the corners. Anyway, it's okay. I know you've been busy, but I'm glad you're here now.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. He grins and slips his hand into mine, and all of a sudden I'm reminded of our kiss on Orion, of the way his lips felt against mine, of how much I want to feel that again.
I don't want to feel anything.
Yeah.
Feeling's kind of overrated, I think.
Yeah.
You don't wanna try that pickle soda?
No. I'd rather die than drink pickle soda.
I mean, it may just happen as a result of it.
I'd
Damn
rather
fizzy
die
pickles.
in a more peaceful way.
Yeah. Right, the rest of the crew are out on Chrono doing who knows what. Apparently we're there now. Ray's keeping an eye on Vex, so we've got a bit of time to ourselves.
He looks at me and his face falls, his lips turning downwards.
Oh, sorry about Ryan, it can't have been easy for you to see any of that shite. And Rain, well, they've always been a pain in the fucking ass.
Who's
What the hell?
fucking ass?
Oh my god, look at how edgy he looks now. Well, he almost did to Ray. I want to kill him for that.
His face darkens
Why?
and I squeeze his hand tight, trying to break him from the memory.
I was going to throw those knives so far it would have been faster than those bullets. He wouldn't have stopped me, no.
No one can stop my knives! They're the strongest knives in the galaxy!
They're Glasgow steel!
I'm just like imagining like if Damon were to ever have a gun, it would be like a gun that shoots out knives. So he's like,
It's just not tiny knives.
Shoot the gun. He just throws them.
yeah, he just throws the gun.
No, he doesn't. He has the gun, he just never has it loaded, he just puts a bayonet on there.
Yeah, heck yeah,
He
Gun
tapes
blade.
a knife to a gun.
yeah.
Gunblade.
Hey, it's okay.
I can't believe
it wasn't your
Damon is
fault.
just knockoff Squall.
I mean, he pretty much is.
No, but it still felt like it.
I settle back against the pillow next to him, hoping it might comfort him somehow. He threads his fingers between mine, and I see him smile as he looks down at our clasped hands, the softness of it making me melt.
I'll melt
Alright.
you.
Goodness
What?
gracious.
I said, I'll melt
I
you.
heard! That's not the problem.
Yeah, like some fucking... I'll melt you down like a piece of wax.
I'm scared.
Oh no, you're gonna be used as a candle, aren't you?
Oh boy.
I think that'd be the best way to go. Use it as a candle.
No, I don't think so. That sounds awful.
No, that's a lot of long burning.
Yeah, that's a lot of long burning. I don't like that.
It's
Right.
okay. It's a piece of wax beforehand.
Ryan was a real shite show, eh? How are you feeling after all that?
I can't believe I killed someone. It was easier than I thought it would be, or I never knew revenge could feel so good.
Revenge, revenge, revenge!
I think we should say it was easier than I thought it would be.
Okay, so we got
To
one
not-
for easier, one for revenge. What does everyone else want?
What?
You want
Easier.
revenge, right, Zach?
Old psycho.
No, I don't want revenge because I think Damon's a loser and I don't want him to be happy. But I
You wanna
want
say it was
it's easier than I thought it would be because I want us to be ruined in Damon's eyes. I think Damon likes that we're a pure little snowflake,
Hell yeah.
and I
You
want
wanna-
to turn us into like a murder gremlin who's just
You wanna out-demon him?
bloodthirsty. Yeah, and that'll freak him out, and he won't be in this
So,
anymore.
middle or last? What are we going for?
Middle.
Middle? Okay.
Yeah.
It was easier than I expected.
that
Fighting,
it?
killing. I don't know if that should worry me or not, Damon clicks his tongue and leans his head back against the pillow, holding my hand tight.
I say that if it feels easy, then let it stay that way. Don't want to have to deal with a screwy moral compass when you're a bullet away from death.
Damon turns to smile at me, nudging his shoulder against mine playfully.
Bye, Doodle.
Oh no,
Anyway.
Doodle! No!
Bye forever, Doodle.
We don't have to talk about all that. I came here to spend some time with you. Not to depress ourselves about Orion even more.
Doodle, you're back! We missed you! Sounds good to me. He pulls me closer to him, and I laugh softly at his need for physical touch. It's a side of him that I find nothing short of adorable.
Right, so it occurs to me that apart from knowing you're a prince, I don't know much else about you.
He looks over at me expectantly, though I simply shrug my shoulders at a loss. What else is there to know? Up until recently, my life has been a bore. Certainly nothing that compares to your life of mystery and intrigue. Damon snorts as he slumps down against the pillow. Oh my god.
Come on. Can't have been all that bad. You lived in a bloody palace. You must have had hobbies. Is that a thing that fancy bastards have?
I shake my head at him in disbelief, but I can't hold back the smile that breaks across my face. You think I'm fancy?
Well, aren't you?
Well, I actually did have a hobby.
Hey, good. Tell me about it.
Okay, so we could say I used to love dancing. I would read a lot.
Damn, change the call.
I enjoyed being outside. I like to work on my art, or I was always looking for an adventure.
It's just being outside a hobby. Just stand in a field somewhere.
I guess so.
Bro, look at that grass.
Yo! Is that a tree over there?
Oh, hi, Adam. Welcome to the stream. How's it going? I love ya.
Hello there.
I want to be an artsy boy.
I want to be an American idiot.
So, I like to work on my art.
I want to be an Oscar Mayer wiener.
Do we have any other preference?
Yo, I was, Sushi was a gamer. How do we do that?
I want to be an art boy.
Sushi played League for years.
Honestly, I really like to work on my own art. There were so many paintings and pictures hanging around the palace, and the gardens were really beautiful.
Why does he look like that?
Yeah, I don't know. It all inspired me to create art of my own.
He's just painted his eyelid so he can fall asleep and look like he's still...
He is not impressed.
Oh no, don't tell me you're gonna start drawing little stick figures of us and hanging all around the ship.
I laugh at the thought of Bash's drawings, some of which are taped to my bedroom walls. You don't have to worry about that. I don't even have any supplies to work with on the ship.
As long as you promise to never draw me as a triangle, I can get you whatever you need.
What?
It's squares or nothing for me. I don't want 3 fucking sides.
Jesus Christ.
I'm not about to sit here and watch you make a fucking drawing of me looking like a bloody goth burrito.
Quick, more triangle jokes.
I love it, that's
Make her laugh so hard she accidentally ends the stream.
Jesus Christ.
I'm glad Anya's dead. It means we don't have to do this anymore.
We can just do this for the next 2 hours.
Oh my gosh,
God.
I'm hicking up now.
You're picking up.
Oh.
Are you all good? Have you calmed down?
Oh my gosh.
You know,
Do you need to go lay down?
over that.
says I'd like to get down on his hypotenuse, if you know.
Oh.
Oh my gosh. Well,
I'm sure that'll be committing a lot of sin.
If that's your longest side, you got it.
Tangent, cosine,
That's gotta be mighty inconvenient.
yeah.
equilateral. Are any of these doing it for you?
Oh my gosh, I was crying. I was crying.
Legitimately, there's tears coming out of my eyes.
Yeah, same. There is actually tears out of my eyes from imagining
really
Damon
good
being
one.
so upset about being drawn in a triangle. Yeah, I didn't actually get to see this because the one that I picked was I like to read. That was the hobby that I picked. But this is
Hey.
great.
If you're gonna draw me as triangles, you can kiss my Pythagoras.
Em says hits me right at the right angle. It does. Right in those 90 degrees, if you know what I mean.
something. Acute angles.
Heck yeah.
Hey, anyway, what kind of bloody art did you do?
Sketching, painting, or digital art?
Oh no, you're a
I don't
graphic
know.
designer.
I like to paint.
Painting?
What do you guys have any preference?
Finger painting?
I
Pain.
a filthy
Potato prints?
digital artist. I think he'll bully us about that, and I think it'd be
You-
funny.
Which one?
Crayons?
So painting or digital artist?
Yeah, let's do graphic design.
I
It's my passion.
I kind of do want to pick graphic design because of the graphic design is my passion.
Digital artist it is. Draw anime.
Digital mostly. I had a whole bunch of art on my holopad before my horrible brother Arlo dropped it in a fountain.
Hello.
No, Arlo's
Arlo.
dead in the ditch.
After that, I couldn't bring myself to create anymore. I kept thinking about all that art I had lost. He's
Jesus
planning
Christ.
to kill him. He's like, you put
Hey!
holopad
He's
in the
looking
water.
in the middle, fucking prick.
He's like, oh, he threw your pad in the water. He's dead.
Oh, I shoved
That's
this
the
thing right
line.
into his bloody spine. I made him look like a fucking puppet of meat.
I'll turn him into a triangle.
Can this be the new lore that Damon hates triangles?
I love it. I
He's
love this.
vaping.
Dude, Damon must have like
It's
played
horrible.
like PS1 Tomb Raider and been furious.
He looks at Laura Croft and he's like, no.
He's traumatized. he looked
he's
at the
just-
cover art and he's like,
just
yeah,
looks
I
in
can get
disgust.
that. And then he played the game and he's like, oh my
Oh,
god,
God.
what?
I pray to God he never sees a picture of Madonna.
Oh my.
He's like,
Not in
Laura
that outfit.
Croft- he's like, Laura Croft's titties have too many triangles.
Oh my
Lawrence
God, this whole
Fox.
nipple. I can't believe she's smuggling the bloody pyramids under there.
He's an ancient pyramid, and then he is like,
It's just the pyramids of Giza under there, and he's like, no, no.
Oh, Christ.
Those are the tomb sheets.
Jesus Christ, Anna. Are you okay?
I don't know why this is getting us so much.
It's really funny. The way that you said it at first.
Anya really just... Anya just loves Scottish guys who hate triangles, I guess.
Oh my gosh, Em says his entire family disappeared in the Bermuda Triangle. Which is like
Oh, no!
Oh my gosh. David squeezes my hand tighter as though he'd raise Arlo from the grave, simply to kill him all over again for throwing my pad into the water.
Oh my god.
You have a holopad now, maybe you'll get back into it, drawing all that hentai and shite I know you do. Look at your face.
I'd like to one day. I'll make
Hey, I
sure
thought you
not to
might.
put any triangles in it just for you.
Hey.
I sigh a little as I think back on my life on Goldus. It must have seemed so strange to Damon compared to the way he grew up.
So, what was it like growing up in a palace? When I was a lad, I would have given anything to find out.
I mean, I could kind of see it, Adam, but...
What can he say?
Adam says, is it just me, or does he look like Connor from Young Justice? I can kind of see it.
I've been thinking that all day!
I can't believe Adam and Zach are the same person.
And the other guy's name is Calderon. It's driving me nuts.
Yeah. His hand tightens around mine as he faces me. I'm drawn closer to him, pulled in by a strange vulnerability.
How is he tightening his hand like 5 times in a row?
Yeah, my hand is
He's
getting...
just putting his
This
earphone.
is getting
He just
wild
pulled it
red.
off.
Yeah,
He's
it's-
broken all of
yeah,
my fingers.
Yeah, like my
so far.
fingers are getting broken from how much, like, my circulation has gotten cut off. Blood is now spewing out.
Oh god, it's just spurting out of the tips of your fingers.
Yeah. But at least it's not triangular. I think about his question for a moment. My life on Goldust wasn't
Your
exactly
hand
the
into the
best.
shape of a triangle on accident.
And he's like,
I'm
no!
sorry, we have to break this off.
Goes into a rage.
Yeah. He starts
I
stabbing
can't
the
go out
hand.
with you anymore. I'm sorry.
But like many others in Celiona, it wasn't the worst either. It was comfortable, I suppose. I never went hungry or anything like that. When I was young, I had lessons I was made to attend, but after that, I was both allowed and expected to keep to myself. I swallow thickly as I think back on my life, how far away it seems now, despite being only weeks ago.
I forgot you swallow thickly.
Yep. It was pretty lonely, or
so
I enjoyed
much.
being on my own. Yeah, every day.
I enjoy being on my own, Damon.
I like being swallowed thickly.
Yeah.
Goodness
Swallowing
gracious
another
me.
thick wad of
That's
saliva.
more. That's a
A wad? Aren't you? You gotta work on your A's.
So I enjoyed being on my own, or it was pretty lonely?
Yeah.
That one? This one?
You don't need friends, they disappoint you.
I was often
Literally-
overlooked.
If you say that you enjoyed being all alone, it destroys so much of the continuity of this story.
Yeah.
And that's really funny to me.
Yeah. I was often overlooked or even outright ignored, but I didn't mind. Being invisible meant that I had more freedom to do what I wanted.
Because so much of the story, the main character just talks about how much they hated how lonely it was to be the
Yeah.
youngest.
And now they're saying they love it. It's great.
I mean, known for being overly intellectual. Right, and did you do what you wanted in, weren't we?
Mostly, as long as I knew that I could get away with it. Damon holds my hand tight in his, looking at me with an intensity that sends tingles fanning across my skin.
Did he
Please,
hold
Damon.
Titan again?
Please, Damon. It's gone numb up to my shoulder.
Please, Damon, just put us out of our misery. Just slit our throats right
Wait, why
now.
you-
Do it.
Why
Pull
why
out
you
your
Scottish?
triangle knives
Sushi!
and kill
Sushi,
me.
why are you Scottish now too? Jesus Christ, it's spreading.
Oh,
It's an
Lordy.
epidemic. Oh dear. Honestly, the more I talk to you,
Puke
the
like
more I
a puke.
like you.
The warmth that floods through me is indescribable. The fact that it's Damon who's the one making me feel like this is even more unbelievable. Though he puts on a good act, I see now that he's not the kind of man I originally assumed him to be. But there is one thing that stops me from trusting him completely. Damon, there's something I need to ask you.
What is it?
I take in a deep breath to reassure myself, not sure if I'm ready to hear the possible answer to my question. Does it still bother you that I'm a Pegasi? I just need to know in case things ever get more serious between us. Damon drops his head and
Bro,
for a
it's
moment...
been like 2 years. I don't even remember what that means.
So, Pegasi, like, means that I was part of the royal family on Goldus.
Oh yeah, it's Anastasia.
Whoa!
Yeah, the story is basically intergalactic Anastasia, which makes the fact that, you know, my name's Anya and I named my OG character Anya really funny. And for a moment I assumed the worst, that all of this is really just some game he's playing. But then he looks up at me and I know, from his expression alone, that I was all wrong.
The only thing that bothers me is you thinking that it bothers me. I don't give a shit about that, Prince. I never really did, to be honest.
So you're saying that you're not trying to get me to let my guard down so that you can hand me over to Zovac? For a moment, he's speechless. Until he realizes that I'm only joking, and then he flicks me on my nose playfully.
Haha, JK, unless.
Haha, JK, unless they offer me $700 billion.
If I really wanted to hand you over to that lunatic, you'd already be stuffed in the crate and be on the way there. But as it is, I'd much prefer to have you...
Damon would love to stuff your crate.
All to myself.
No!
No!
Hey!
I love that both me and Doodle are like, no! No! He pulls me closer and puts his arms around me, the tip of his nose tickling the side of my face. What the frick?
Not this long nose, no!
I run my
Save
fingers
yourself.
along his arm, tracing the lines of cord muscles and dark veins. You know, on Orion, when Ren was threatening you, I was scared. Really scared.
Where's the acoustic guitar come from?
There's just some guy, like, in the bathroom, like, playing
It's
the
the
guitar.
Man.
Yeah!
In the bathroom, just playing it.
Yeah. I don't know what I'd do if anything ever happened to you. Damon smiles softly as he lifts my hand to his mouth, kissing my fingers gently.
I thought you said he licked his hand.
This is where we learn how to grapefruit sushi. I can tell you now that you'd be fine without me, better off even.
But
if it puts your mind at ease, nothing's going to happen to me. Oh god, I said that. You know what's going to happen
no!
Yay!
then. I'm much too clever for that.
Do you promise?
No, I can't promise that. It's not really impossible.
He leans in and his nose brushes against mine, his breath warm against my lips. He stares at me as though he sees everything, right down to my very soul.
Oh god, there's triangles in you. So are you going to let me snog you now? Because I really don't think I can wait any longer. Oh,
So
Jesus
we can
Christ.
kiss or not?
Don't care.
Don't kiss, don't kiss,
don't kiss.
Don't kiss.
Maybe we could just lay here for a bit, relaxing, remember?
That's fine with me too.
Now
Fucking
we've
blue
cooked
balls.
Damon.
He tugs me closer. We lay down on the bed together, his arms slipping around me as he pulls me against him. I let out a long breath as I relax into him, our hands still firmly clasped, and the sound of our breath the only thing to be heard amongst the buzzing of the ship.
You know, I don't think you realise how much I like hanging out with you.
I feel the tickle of his breath on the top of my head, and when I tilt my face
Gross.
towards
What?
him, he smiles at me softly. I'm starting to get an idea. He
You're
suddenly
just
goes
breathing
quiet.
into your hair.
I'm still, and I raise myself. What's going on? It's like Darth Vader.
I'm sorry that I didn't always show that you've had your doubts about me.
I see him slowly exhale, see the weight his chest deflates beneath his soft cotton t-shirt. You don't have to apologize. It took us a while to get to know each other, and look where we are now.
He's asthmatic now.
Yeah.
We're just making this up, yeah. You're right, eh?
He grins and pulls me against him, and I feel his happiness in the way he holds me tight, warming me from the inside out.
I'm glad I met you, Sushi. I hope you know that.
I'm glad I met you too. He pulls me
I'm
against
not.
him, and I breathe
He's-
all of him
he's
in
doing
his
it
set-
again.
his
He's-
strength, the warmth of his legs. Yeah, he's like squeezing us so much we're
Yeah.
gonna stop breathing at this
He could have
point.
snapped you in half.
Yeah. David and I spent the rest of the evening together, chatting, cuddling, and learning what it feels like to be in each other's company. While I can't deny that there is some part of me that's scared at the prospect of a relationship like this, there's a bigger part of me, one that's so blissfully happy that trumps all others. I thought that said turnips all others for a second. Next day, I found myself thrown back to reality, and when reality comes
there
calling,
goes
duty
gravity.
swiftly follows.
There goes Rabbit.
After refueling the ship and departing
He
for
choked.
Kroto, we set a course towards Talaran. The passage between the space station and Talara gives us no trouble, and the Talari patrolling the outer sectors of the planet leave us to pass in peace. As we approach, I feel a sense of anticipation building within me. We're almost there.
Everyone get to the bridge and buckle up, buckaroos. We're heading into orbit.
I hear the excitement in Aya's voice and chuckle to myself. I can't blame her for the enthusiasm. Unlike our visits to Cursa and Orion, where tension dripped from us as thick as honey, this feels different somehow. There are still a lot of questions to be answered, but the one thing we do know is that if our friends are already here, it's likely we're not about to launch ourselves headfirst into trouble. Following Aya's instructions, I head to the bridge and take my seat at the navigation station, peering out the front window towards the mass of blue and green in front of us. The planet is beautiful from this distance. It doesn't look all that different to Orion, but the landscape seems deeper, richer. And then there are the rings that surround the planet. As we approach, I get a clearer look at them, picking out the individual rocks and debris that encircle Talaran. They almost look like a shield, some kind of cosmic protection to ward off would-be intruders. Oh, Zach, you're up.
After all this time, I didn't think I'd be so happy to see Lotion World.
A soft voice distracts me, and I turn to find Riona standing nearby, her piercing yellow eyes drinking in the sight of her home planet. Hi, Riona, are you excited to be going back?
It's very complicated. The last time I was here, I put lotion on my father's skin. I don't expect this will be very pleasant for me. There's no more lotion.
I understand. I was often at odds with my family, too. It tends to make things awkward, to say the least. Rihanna slaps a hand to her mouth abruptly, her eyes widening and shining with guilt.
I'm not sorry, Sushi. I wish you'd given me your parents' corpse so I could have put lotion on their skin and turned them into skin suits.
It's fine. Your concerns are no less valid. I can imagine how hard this must be for you.
Thank you for understanding, Sushi. Now put this lotion on your skin.
Oh, am I interrupting something here?
Yeah,
I like-
Sushi was just about to put lotion on
Alright,
your
good
skin.
for you. I don't want to join in because 3 is definitely a fucking crowd. Ugh, not 3, hate
Here,
it.
Damon, put some lotion on your skin.
Right, Elisa calls. She says to land somewhere called the Icel Spire.
The stomp of Damon's boots interrupts us as he enters
Clumpy,
the
clumpy.
bridge and puts himself between us like a horse. Like he
Damon's
comes in like
upset
clump,
that
clump,
you didn't
clump.
bang him.
Yeah, dang C.
Whatever that is.
Nah, if you, I kissed him during my route, and it doesn't go
Of
any
course you
farther
did.
than kissing. There's no banging.
The Icel Spire is the main hub on the planet. Our friends should all be there as well.
She trails off, a strange look coming over her. 3's a triangle! Ah!
Here.
Anya, there was already a triangle, now it's a square. There's 4.
Alright, I'm back in.
He's like, now I'm in, because there's 4 of us.
Hey.
Riona, will you show us where to go?
Riona nods quietly and takes the
I'll-
co-pilot seat
I'll
while
show you
Calderon
where
and
to go
Damon
If you put this lotion on your skin,
Strap themselves
Captain.
in.
strap themselves into seats at the back with the rest of us.
Put some
Also,
lotion on.
I'm gonna say we're getting close to the end of the episode.
Oh, thank God.
I sit back and admire the view as Ayame guides us towards Talaran. It's difficult to not be intrigued by the planet when so few outside the Talari species have visited it. Though I'm nervous to find out what awaits us, there's something else that buzzes along my skin at the prospect, a kind of anticipation.
Watch out for the rings.
Not blind. They're like impossible to hit.
Oh, you said it now.
At least when you're as good as I am, bitch.
Yeah, well, whatever. I can't see from back here.
You're 18 feet tall, you freak. You can see.
So shut up and enjoy the ride.
Ayame whoops out loud as she launches the ship forward, setting us
Whoop.
rocketing towards the planet. Woo!
There it is.
As we approach, the landscape becomes clear, blobs of blue and green shifting into lakes, waterfalls, and sprawling fields.
Down there to the east. That's the Ursa Spire.
As we
The what?
descend, Riona points to an enormous silver tower. So tall the top of it disappears into the clouds. A couple of the crew gasp at the sight, myself the loudest.
They
I
could
do
have
declare
not
it's
called it
huge.
the Isol Spire.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds a little.
Yes, it houses the equivalent of a large city. Hospitals, schools, and homes. Anything you could possibly need, especially lotion.
Heck yeah.
This particular spire is also home to the Council of Lotion.
I recall overhearing that the leader of the council is Riona's father, but can't quite remember his name. Before he came into the role, it belonged to Isla Aubrey, Queen Tajin's mother. She died a little over a year ago, though from what I heard, that wasn't common knowledge. And know that Riona and her father don't get along, but there's a small part of me that's excited to meet him.
We're here. Let's go shopping.
Wow.
Everyone
yeah.
prepare yourselves for
Let's get
landing.
some shoes.
Ayame guides the ship towards the spire with no issues and settle us smoothly on the landing pad. After landing, we unbuckle ourselves and get ready to leave the ship, excitement buzzing through the crew as we speculate what we'll find here.
Probably just more boring talking.
We exit onto the landing pad to be greeted by a host of Talari who approach us warmly, welcoming us to their planet. I watch them in awe, noting how gracefully they hold themselves, how beautiful and fine their clothing is.
This is just the Citadel.
Yep. Calderon takes the
I'm
lead as we
Commander
follow
Shepard,
them.
and this is my favorite lotion on the city.
With Ayame and Damon close behind, Riona hangs back, and it's only now that I notice more than a few of our Talaran escorts throwing her subtle but curious looks. When we reach the large doors of the building, we find a man waiting for us with pale silver hair and deep blue skin. There is something about him that seems instantly familiar to me, and I know at once who this man must be.
No, he's an e-boy.
On Madden.
Yeah, this is John Madden.
Legolas.
He's little Legolas.
Delarin.
He looks like a Lothar character.
I love it.
Wow.
I love it so much. It's Quentin
You watch John Madden,
Eldred.
John Madden?
Picking out the similarities between him and his daughter.
He
There's
doesn't
no
look
denying it.
anything
He's Riona's
like
father.
Riona. Looks
I'm glad
nothing
to
like
see
her.
you made it here safely.
I hope he
However,
becomes.
the Camari would try to stop you on Orion.
I hope he's a major character now, because you gotta do that voice.
Oh no.
They certainly tried their best, but we managed to break away. He can get here in one piece.
Eldred nods in understanding, his calm exterior showing no hint of any underlying emotion.
So what's all this about? Why did you summon us here?
Though he stands perfectly still, Eldred's eyes dart between the crew, stopping only when they land on Riona.
It would be easier to show you.
Footsteps echo from behind
Is your
Eldred.
voice okay? Like, is your throat okay while you're doing that?
No.
No, Samaj.
It must be done.
A figure appears at his side, one I can hardly believe I'm seeing. What?
Hello?
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 I can hardly believe I'm seeing.
I can't believe it's not.
Can't believe I'm seeing.
I
Step
truly
forward.
am not seeing.
My eyes wide and my hands trembling at my sides. This can't be real. I'm asleep. I must be. I'm back on the ship in my bed, and this is a dream. Because nothing else can explain what I'm seeing. Not when she's supposed to be.
Who is this?
I fucking knew she was alive.
Yes, it's our sister who supposedly died. She's alive.
I knew she wasn't dead. Not when they gave her a face and everything.
Yeah.
Remember seeing her.
Yeah, she was the one that was gonna try and like take over the kingdom and make it better, and she was friends with Vex as well, but then Vex like supposedly killed her during the raid, but apparently she didn't die.
Vex did a really bad job killing her.
He is bad at doing
Vex
the
is
killing.
really
I'm
bad
good at
killing.
everything, honestly.
Hello, little one.
I thought you were dead.
no.
Yeah, but I got better.
Yeah, I've been waiting for
I
you.
got better.
Nerissa!
Ah!
It takes only a moment before I'm in her arms,
Nope.
breathing in the
I
Well,
guess-
familiar
thank
floral
God this
scent of
means
her
our
perfume.
idiot main character isn't the heir to the throne or
Yeah,
whatever.
she
God.
is now.
Most incompetent
Well-
idiot in the world.
And staining
I
her
guess-
jacket with my tears.
I guess we're her little PogChamp.
Yep. How? I try to speak, but the words are all a jumble in my head, a barrage of questions fighting to break through. How long have you been here? Since the coup, we escaped and have been here ever
The coup?
since.
Did you just say the coup? Anya!
What?
Oh, yeah.
That's not how you say that word!
Oh,
That's coup.
I didn't know that it's not without a P. I know the word, but I always say coop whenever I see it.
What do you keep
Anya, we're
chickens
not
in?
talking about where chickens live!
It's alright, Sushi. Just breathe. I'm here. We have time. She pulls back from me, holding me at arm's length as she looks me over and smiles. You look incredible, so strong. I see now that I didn't have to worry about you.
You clearly had to worry. This idiot just turned into a sobbing mess at the sight of you.
Yeah, I sniff a little and smile back at her.
He's literally almost died so many times.
Yeah, still struggling against my
Due to
complete
their
loss
own
for words.
incompetence.
Yeah. Rissa, I thought you were dead. I almost was. Her voice turns cold and suddenly she's not looking at me at all.
Leon Azure said
What? Where? What? No! I'm leaving forever. No.
I missed. What did I miss?
No. I'm leaving forever, never coming back.
You're a terrible person.
Hi, Azure. Welcome to the stream. Nah.
Hi, Azure. I love you more than Anya does.
Hey, Azure. Anya said you stink.
No, I would never. I love you all the
Azure
most.
said she's gonna drop a hot fart right in your face.
No,
Oh my god.
What the frick?
Is that what she said when I stepped away? Christ.
No.
Yeah.
I did not.
You did. I heard it.
Also, Emmerich said the coop dance when you cut off the chicken's head.
Archon Sack said awful. Anya Kurisu said
coup
Azure
d'etat?
stinks.
I did not say that.
Anya just said it live on stream. Anya broke.
I'm dead. I'm never coming back. Goodbye.
You're not
Yeah,
allowed to leave.
you're allowed to leave. Get the heck out of
Big
here.
Squish said it puts the lotion on the skin and Anya says you smell again.
I did not.
out with broken her.
Anya
God, we have.
Kurisa said Archon Zach said Anya would never say that.
That was great. Also, heck yeah, Azure, I'm so happy for you. Heck yeah.
Heck yeah.
You should let us know how work has been going. I love you very much. We have missed ya. Vex steps forward, his emerald eyes wide and his face pale, staring at the vision of my sister, who I half expect he still considers to be a ghost. I give him space as he drops to his knees at her feet, his head
Archon
bowed
Zach
and his
said
tears...
what a freak. Anya Kurisa said my heart is filled with hate.
What?
Oh,
I
thought it said on the toes of his boots. I was like, isn't he on his knees?
Yeah.
Zach, your heart is filled with hate.
I thought I...
What
oh
say
wait,
you?
no, that's Vex.
I'm Anya. I thought I killed you. Yeah.
You
Azure,
betrayed
I'm
us.
Anya and you stink. Yeah.
You called Azure a gnome?
That did not happen! That's a lie! That never happened.
Clearly it happened. Azure says he remembers.
I'm leaving forever, never coming back.
Yeah, I was there for that.
Oh. So you get out of here with your pointy red hat and your beard and your fishing rod?
Archon
Like,
Zach
why?
said no.
You tried to kill me.
Yes.
Stand up, Seraph. She commands him, and her voice is so full of authority no one would dare defy her. With a hand on his knee, he pushes himself to his feet, staring down at her with a look so broken it almost cleaves my heart in two. I told you I could have helped you. You should have let me.
Wish I did, believe me. I thought I could fix my stupid mistake on my own, and look where it got me.
She looks torn
Right
between
here.
wanting to hug him or crack his skull in half.
Why not both?
Crack his skull in half, free us from his awful character.
Finally, her hands drop to her sides and she lets out a heavy sigh. It wasn't you. It wasn't your fault. Vex stares at her as though he can hardly
Samaj
believe the words she's
9001
speaking to
said,
him.
Anya Kurisa said, Azure is a gnome.
I know! I'm leaving forever. This is for real this time. Goodbye, guys. It was nice knowing all
Anya, you're
y'all.
not allowed to leave.
Like, you keep saying you're leaving and then you're not leaving, so... You know.
Archon Zach said Anya please leave.
She left!
There she goes.
Oh no. Well.
That's the end of the stream. Someone called Twitch admin to turn it off.
I guess we gotta do improv for the next 2 hours.
Vex stares at her as
Shoot, she's back! Run! Run!
I love that Zach legitimately got scared.
Anya, I was watching you on your stream. I said, to be funny.
Can you give them?
The same way I have to forgive myself. I have made mistakes. I was hasty. I put my trust in the wrong people and my family suffered the consequences. You weren't the only one Zovak planted in our home. She shakes her head in disappointment. At herself or at something else entirely, I'm not so sure. It's lucky my
other
alliance...
imposters among us?
Yep, there's multiple imposters among us.
No!
Among us. It's lucky my alliance with Tolarian stood strong, or I wouldn't be standing in front of you today. I have Tajin to thank for that. The Stellar Queen? She nods, but I'm still not quite sure what she means by that.
I mean, she's like really cool.
Heck yeah. She's like the coolest character, to be honest.
What do you mean the whole world believes you died? The whole... I think you mean like the whole galaxy?
Yeah.
The whole world believes you dies on Golden.
You dies!
dies.
My friend, Kyle. He wasn't there when the massacre began, but he was the one who got me out. The world believes I died because that's the lie that Zovak's been weaving. I was wounded on the brink of death. Kay brought me here, and the Talari saved me.
Oh, the VTB, I should have known.
Where is Kay? Is he here? Narissa smiles fondly and gives a short nod of her head. He's training some of the soldiers down on the ground. He'll be back soon. He's been waiting for you, too. You knew I'd be here? After Eldred contacted Alyssa and Zane, they told us what happened on Cursa. By the time we found out, you were already on Orion. We did everything we could to ensure you made it back here. I knew you were out there somewhere. I could feel it.
Hang on. You mentioned soldiers. What soldiers?
We have much to talk about. Eldred clears his throat softly before he steps forward. I had almost forgotten he was still here.
Oh no.
He looks, you know what he really looks like? He looks like, what's his name? I always forget his name.
He looks like Sauron.
Yeah, I mean, he looks
Who
like
goes
Sauron,
there?
but he also looks like,
Hello
oh
there.
my gosh.
Goodbye there.
There goes
What the heck was that?
No,
Hello there.
Angel again.
Hello there!
No there.
No way.
No way.
Oh, no way.
I have to
No.
find the shoe.
Not
I have
Saruman.
to find the angel.
The elf guy from the
Sa-
first elf
Hello.
place we
Legolas?
go to.
Now
Not
I can-
Legolas.
Oh.
It's
You
Angel!
mean-
Angel!
You mean Agent Smith?
Yeah,
Hi,
Agent
Angel.
Smith. That's him. He looks like Agent Smith if Agent Smith was blue and had, like, silver hair.
Elrond?
Yabba-dabba-da.
Yeah. He looks like
He doesn't look
Elrond.
like Elrond.
He
He's like-
does.
He's like color invert Elrond then.
Yeah.
He looks like fucking blue Legolas.
Yeah.
Hi, Angel. I
You
love you so
think he
much.
like this man.
I love you more.
We're at the end of the episode, sadly. So
That's alright.
we're,
Guess we're switching to
almost done.
Gargoyle.
Luckily for you.
Eldred clears his throat softly before he steps forward. I had almost forgotten he was still here.
Oh, you gotta build up to this one.
Oh my god.
So much phlegm.
I'll leave you in Narissa's hand, but we'll talk again soon.
Heck
I
yeah.
love that voice so
Drink
much.
some water, Samaj.
There are also many things we must discuss. I am out of water.
No! I don't
Get
miss
more
the way
water.
his eyes linger
Yeah.
on Riona before he turns and leads the group of Talari away. I'm a little surprised that he hasn't said a word to her, but if he's anything like his daughter, I expect he's not a fan of airing his problems in front of others. Come with me. I'll show you what we've been working on. I walk beside Narissa as she leads the group, still reeling from the fact that she's here. She's alive. I feel her eyes on me, and when I look at her, she smiles, the sight of it lighting up the entire world. There are a million things I want to ask her, a million questions that are rolling around my mind. My heart has barely stopped banging like a drum since the moment I heard her voice again. We follow Narissa as she leads us into a large elevator made of glass and reaches out to press a button. A number flashes
What?
above the door, illuminated by white light.
Can't believe this is Willy Wonka.
174. Yep. We're on the 174th floor. The elevator descends rapidly, my eyes glued to the numbers as they get lower and lower. 133, 96, 54, 34. We start to slow, and I feel my stomach lurch, struggling to catch up with the rest of my body as we come to a stop on the first floor, and the doors open. I follow behind Narissa as she exits the elevator onto a metal platform, looking around in awe at the sheer size of the space we've walked into. This used to be an aircraft hangar. As you can see, we've repurposed it for other needs. As she speaks, I step up to the railing, scanning the space in front of it. The first thing that catches my eye are the tents. Some of them are enormous, capable of housing 100 people. Others are smaller, with workbenches and crates scattered near the entrances. And then there are the people. Hundreds of them, coming and going between tents and stations, chatting in groups, keeping busy at various workstations. I do declare this is amazing.
My
All
God.
this time you've been stashed away here working like a busy little bee. Huh. That's right.
Aye, pretty impressive, Queenie. No wonder Alyssa left Kelsa for get out of the way Discord. For this, you're waging a war on Zovak.
We asked her here. Alyssa and Zane have been invaluable to us. Oppo too.
It's Oppo. Has Oppo shown up?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
has.
Yes.
Oh no, I missed it.
Oppo, they're here, right? Can we see them?
Of course, they're out there somewhere. You're welcome to go and find them. I watch as Aya races over to a set of metal stairs. The rest of the crew hot on her heels as they descend to the ground floor of the hangar. Commander
Please leave
Lynch.
Oppo, please.
Find Oppo and kidnap him onto the ship so he's there forever.
Narissa stops
No.
Calderon
You
before you
cannot
can follow after them.
Our leader,
Yeah. He turns toward her with a sheepish look.
unless he wants us to.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, he's into that.
It's Captain now. I was exiled, in case you weren't aware. Your Majesty.
Also, heck yeah, Azure, I had to keep the I do declare going. It's canon now.
It's iconic.
Hi, Azure.
Yeah.
I can't see the stream, but you're the best.
You know Anya said he stinks.
I would never! Please
Yeah, Anya
call
said
me-
she was gonna drop a hot fart right in his face.
No, I'm not! Can't believe this is
You
what
said it.
Doodle's
It's just
into.
the truth.
Please call me Narissa. I'm not a queen here. I'm not even a princess. Also, Angel says... Oh my gosh. Azure says hi, Angel. I almost said Angel says hi, Azure. Oh, I'm losing it. My brain is... I think my brain stopped functioning after the triangle bit.
The triangle incident.
Yeah, the triangle
Happened
incident.
with the triangle. Do I want to know?
You had to be there. Honestly, you should go back and watch the VOD of
Yeah,
that
it's
point.
a good part. It's a good
It's
part.
like
Someone
5
clip
minutes
it.
of Anya laughing.
Someone
Yeah.
highlight it then, and
Yeah,
I'll watch.
I'll highlight it and show it.
Okay, cool.
Because I also was planning on highlighting it anyway, because I want to see it. I can't go to
alrighty.
bed, Azure. I gotta finish my article. I still have to do 3 more things for it before I can turn
It's
it in.
too early for Anya's bedtime at the
Yeah.
moment.
I just wanted to thank you, Captain, for taking care of my brother. I lean against the railing and watch the two of them from the corner of my eye, trying to look as though I'm not eavesdropping.
I can't claim I did that good of a job at it. That's Damon's fault.
You
Yeah. Also, Azure. No, I'll definitely be free to hang out later. I just need to finish a couple things, and then I'll hang out after my call with my sister. We can all hang out then.
11 p.m. I'll probably be sleeping.
Biggest of beefs.
Anya's like, please come hang out with me at 2 o'clock in the morning.
That happens all the time.
It literally happens all the time. Azure and I
And I'm
stay up
like-
late, like watching random stuff into the night. Angel, you're the best.
Why does he blush like
No,
that?
you.
very ill.
He blushes with like the bags under his eyes.
Yeah. Narissa,
He doesn't have
blush.
he doesn't have blood in his system. He has gravy. That's just
Yeah.
Yeah.
weird
He drank
color.
too much of the
Just
gravy
right.
soda. He drank too much
Oh,
of the gravy
no.
soda. That's why.
Is that what happened?
Ew. I don't want to know.
Yeah,
You are what they eat.
there was a part.
No, because
There was a part in the stream, Angel, where basically Vex talked about when they were younger in the palace. Him and the main character would go to this soda place that could make soda out of anything, and they mentioned that one of the sodas was a gravy soda.
What about yogurt
And
and vanilla ice cream and raisins and peanut butter?
No,
I don't
we
know.
want pickle
It's a
soda.
peanut
They
butter.
had the fucking
but Anya did say she always preferred the pickle.
Yeah, I
yeah.
We said it. We all together said it that we prefer
No, you-
pickle soda.
I mean, you
I-
said it
You
word
were
for word.
very adamant
abstained.
about picking the
Like,
Yeah,
okay.
I'm
Yeah.
excluding myself from this.
You threatened to ban us from
That
the
is
country
not what
if we didn't agree.
We all wanted grape soda, and you're like, nah, fuck you all. I'm picking pickle.
Yeah, why do you?
I know what
I don't know why you have this vendetta against grapes.
What did grapes ever do to you?
Oh my gosh! If I were to
Zach,
pick
you
any
should,
of them, I would have picked cherry.
Zach, you should TTS a Pickle Rick quote.
Did the grapes do surgery on you, Anya?
I'm leaving.
Oh no, I just remembered you didn't hear Zach's fish voice.
Oh yeah, Zach's fish voice was so good. It was so good earlier. It was amazing.
Archon Zach said Anya turned into self into a pickle, funniest shit I ever seen.
Marissa smiles at him kindly, gesturing in my direction. You got him here in one piece, didn't you? Calderon opens his mouth but says nothing before closing it again. I think it might be the first time I've seen the man speechless. Yeah, it was not like he was
abandon you.
Yeah, like if anyone, he's like one of the least people that should be thanked for us being alive.
Well, if you know, had been sleeping with him, he'd probably be nicer.
Yeah, probably. He carries on ahead of us, heading to the stairs and descending to the ground floor before we follow, where I finally get the chance to see the action up close. I spot Bash and June at one of the weapon stalls immediately, inspecting a table of guns that the proprietor seems all too happy to show off to them.
Is Bastion on his knees?
Yeah.
Or something?
Yeah.
Why is he all the way down there?
He just wants to
know why.
That gun.
You know
he didn't look at the barrel.
I do declare, June, check this out.
I mean, this game's pretty cursed, so.
I'm looking.
I and Dan
on it.
joined in on a conversation with a group of soldiers, casually chatting with them about the places they've arrived here from.
Soldier Delilah.
Escaped from Orion before they closed the borders. No one is getting on or off the planet. Not legally, anyway.
Oh my stars.
Got here a week ago from Kershaw. As soon as I heard they were fighting Zovak, I got on the next ship heading this way. Huh?
Hell yeah.
I hang back with Narissa, a little afraid that if I leave her now, it'll all turn out to be some kind of mirage and I'll never see her again. Calderon, Vex, and Riona are also hanging back, but for different reasons. Vex seems stunned, as though he can hardly believe what he's seeing, and Cal looks impressed. In fact, I think it's the first time I've ever seen him look like that. But my attention is drawn to Riona. She's a step behind the other two, almost hidden from sight behind Calderon's large frame. I can't quite get a grasp on her expression, but the one thing I can see is that she seems overwhelmed by the whole situation. I hope I'll get a chance to speak with her later to find out if she's doing okay, but right now there's another question at the forefront of my mind. I turn back to Narissa, finding her smiling as she looks out over the camp, still very much a queen in every other way that counts. Narissa?
Yas, queen.
Yas, queen! Narissa? Who are all these people? There are people, the ones who won't stand for just Zovak and his reign of terror, the ones who will fight with us. I look at my sister, and I know she senses my confusion by the way she lays a hand on my shoulder, her smile as bright as I've ever seen it. We're going to take back our home, Sushi, together. End of episode 6!
Yay! Freedom!
Let's go.
Yee, we've done it.
We survived.
Heck yeah.
We've done it. Yay! Yahoo! Time to wait another year until the next episode. Let's go!
In a year, we'll all be dead. Don't worry about it.
No!
Heck yeah.
No!
Get out of here with that.
I won't allow it. We're immortal now, guys.
Yo.
Can you
Heck yeah.
imagine if we all just became immortal by Anya's will? What would you do?
I would
No, I'm
kill
just basically
Anya.
Haruhi Suzumiya.
Well, how would you do that if we're immortal, Zach?
I'd throw her in the sun.
I don't think you
immortal.
realize what
She's
immortal
alive.
means.
Well, she'd still be in immense pain for all eternity, and that's good enough for me.
If you stubbed your toe and broke your toe and it was broken forever.
I'd kill you for cursing me.
I
How
didn't
would you-
curse you.
How would you get to it if your toe's broken? You couldn't walk.
Yeah.
You can't walk with a broken toe? What are you,
It
a
depends
baby?
on
Well, not easily.
which toe. Yeah, it
Yeah.
doesn't feel good.
Just walk through the pain.
That sounds like
That's
something
what
that
I
would
would
be in a
doing on the
Lincoln.
fun.
What was
Remember
that?
when Anya got her toenails ripped off and didn't
Oh
notice?
my gosh, yeah.
Yeah, this was real.
This is a
Oh,
real
no.
story.
She deserved it.
Wow.
So, I've told this story before, but trigger warning for toes getting ripped off, but
Your
when-
toenails, not
Yeah,
your toes.
yeah, toenails getting ripped off, I
Your
should say.
entire toes.
No,
Oh god, the whole foot? Jesus.
I used to be part of like a swim team when I was younger. Like I was really good at it. I was going to competitions and stuff. But I kind of stopped because of womanly reasons. But I still wanted to swim. Like I still loved swimming, and so I would still go to the swimming pool, just not as part of that team anymore, just to like do it by myself and exercise and whatnot. And so I went there one day during the summer, walked up to the door, and while I was trying to go in, a lady with her like little son like rushed out the door, right through the door that I was going through, and just pushed it in front of me. And I didn't know at the time, but the door ran right over my feet and ripped my toenails off. And because it happened so suddenly, I didn't like feel it at first, because like my body just went into shock from it.
Yeah.
So I just kept walking as if nothing happened. And then I remember I walked inside and my parents were there, and they turned around and they saw, and I just remember my mom literally going, like gasping. And I'm like, what? And I looked down and there's just blood. And that's like when like the pain hit me. And it took ages to heal. And actually like some of the toes, like some of the toenails on my feet are still like messed up. Like they never grew back properly. But
I'm sorry, Anya.
I can't believe Anya can never sell her feed on Twitter.com
Yeah,
because they were
On Twitter?
Yeah.
Biggest abuse.
They do all sorts of stuff on Twitter.
Yeah, that's why Zach
Yeah.
likes it so much. So much degen stuff on there.
Listen,
Yeah, well,
Twitter's
we
got
already-
everything.
We already said that Zach runs hentai.
The hentai mafia.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
hentai
there's
in
no
general.
good
Not
The
single
stream
one
started
guy.
was bullying me, and I don't know why.
Think you
It's
deserve
funny.
a little bit, bud.
You deserve it.
Y'all
Okay.
are the best.
No, you.
Look, it's okay to bully the big H.
Big H. Is that what you're
full
calling
circle.
it?
No, he called himself that.
Oh, wait, what?
You had to be here.
I wasn't, so, and I'm.
Oh,
No regrets.
Because there's an H in
That's-
my name.
That
Yeah.
Code Furry really doesn't want to tell the story again.
Yeah, something about the Netherlands.
I'm sorry you went through that, M. And
What?
M said that he also went, like, he also had a toenail ripped off when he was younger.
Nah, I had that happen once too, but
Yeah.
it was one toenail. It wasn't like every
was-
single toenail on
It
my
was that
foot.
same mother and child for everyone.
Yeah, oh my gosh, they're just going like that. It's their goal in life.
They're on a rampage.
Yeah, they're on a
Yeah.
rampage. It's like they're serial killers, but just for toenails.
Jesus. What do you think they do with the toenails?
Eat them.
Eat them.
No! bleh.
Same brain cell.
They
make a toenail salad?
They sit there and they nibble on your toenails.
They make toenail soda.
But yeah,
Toenail soda.
it's normally not an issue for me. It's just sometimes I go get like pedicures and whatnot, and that's when it's a issue. Because I always feel bad about it. I always feel very
I mean, I'm-
self-conscious about it.
I mean, as long as you wash your feet, which I'm sure you do,
Yeah.
I assume they see worse on a daily basis.
Yeah. Yeah, they-
Everyone knows Anya's walking in there to get a pedicure with just the stankiest, grossest.
no,
feet in the
absolutely
world.
not. Absolutely not.
Just the image
Zero
of that is just so
hygiene.
funny.
Oh my god.
I mean, they're gonna wash your feet while you're there, so why bother?
no,
Oh,
that's
God.
gross. That's
Yeah, that
absolutely
is
I know
gross.
personally, I don't
Anya's
shower for like a
walking in
week before I
there
get.
with like week old
Meh.
stanky feet after going on like a 5-mile jog in her
No.
old tennis shoes.
That's
Just
so
an
gross.
absolute menace.
That's gross.
Imagine what Sora's feet are like after wearing his clown
Oh,
shoes.
oh my
for like a
God.
whole day.
I don't even want to think about
He
it.
probably
They just-
never takes them off. He probably
No,
just sleeps in them.
they're just very roomy, so there's a lot of free air flowing there, so like airs them out.
I guess.
Does he have air vents in it or something? Like poke holes so his feet can
Yeah,
get
there's
some
speed
air?
holes.
Also, I would say it is worth it in some ways because they have like special tools that they can use. Like if it's growing, especially in a weird way, they have special tools to like help smooth it out and stuff.
That's interesting.
So they've actually helped me a couple times with my toenails and stuff to make it look more presentable, but it still always makes
Heck
me feel
yeah.
really awkward every time. I'm just like,
Samaj, I hate that.
what is that?
You don't like Parmesan?
No! Oh my god!
Yeah.
Don't
Back
put that!
mine.
Don't put that!
You guys are telling me that that's not how you get rid of the calluses on the heels of your feet?
It would be painful to use.
I mean,
No, that's how thick your calluses be. You gotta be getting the cheese
calluses
grater.
like that. That's weird.
You got baby feet.
I mean, it's not wrong.
Baby,
Alright, I think I've had enough.
Yeek.
Goodbye, y'all.
baby.
See
Bye,
you later,
Au
Doodle.
revoir.
I love
Thanks
you
for
very
hanging
much.
out.
Good night,
Thanks
Doodle.
for hanging out.
Bye
Have
forever,
a good
Doodle.
night. You're the
Bye-bye.
best, Doodle.
Get outta
I
here.
love ya.
Get the
I was
heck
just
out of
kidding, you
here.
guys.
Oh.
no.
Good night,
Yeah.
Doodle.
No kidding. Good night.
Goodbye.
Miss you. Man, I miss Doodle. Remember when Doodle was here?
Who's
Doodle.
Doodle?
Oh, make a
Still
nice
hear
one
her
now.
voice in the distance.
Yeah.
I can't.
Ooga booga.
Azure, I was thinking the exact same thing.
Big beef.
Ba ba boo. Did you end the stream, Anya?
Not yet.
No.
I should end the stream. Thank you guys so much
Au
for joining, by the way. Thanks,
You're
Angel, for
not
joining at the
welcome.
end, and thanks,
Blibble,
Zach
blibble, blibble.
and Wolf, and Doodle, and Smaj, and Foul,
Oh,
and
you.
M, and Azure, and Adam,
Farewell.
and Owen, and everybody. I love you all so much. Each and every one. Stream the call with your sister. I don't think she would enjoy that.
You talked to her on
Ah, go
Skype.
on.
No,
Anya?
we talked through FaceTime.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I would never use Skype ever again. That's the worst site ever. I can't believe that was the
Discord
norm
call.
back
It
in the
was.
day. It's crazy. But yeah, I love you guys so much. We'll be doing
Love you more.
Hakuoki on Monday.
Moon Day.
And then the poll will probably return after that because we're done with Andromeda 6 for now. And so we'll be back to choosing what we do next until Minecraft finally arrives, and then we can do that, which will be great.
I always forget.
Boy. Oh, boy.
Asta Minecraft.
Heck yeah, time to become
Why
a
are we-
Minecraft
why-
streamer.
Why is Minecraft happening?
Because they're finally making a thing that allows anyone who owns Minecraft to be able to play together instead of it being separated by Bedrock and Java.
Ah.
Yeah. So now it doesn't matter where you get Minecraft, you can still play with everybody, basically. And they're implementing it this summer.
This summer.
This summer!
This
Yeah.
summer.
I'm
Summer.
really excited for it.
Coming to
Yeah,
a computer near
Oh my
you.
god.
Minecraft, Minecraft, Minecraft.
Sunday,
Heck yeah.
Minecraft, Sunday, Minecraft, Minecraft, Minecraft.
Sunday,
Minecraft.
Sunday.
Minecraft. Rachel, we have to play Minecraft.
We have to cook.
Rachel, cook me.
Oh my. So since nobody that I
Rachel, we have to
follow,
cook.
since everybody has decided that they're already done for today, which is sad because I saw tons of people here earlier. I guess we're gonna just raid Bob Ross. Heck yeah.
Bob
Moss?
Let's go.
Oh my god, it's Bob Moss!
Yes, Bob Moss. Bob Moss. Let's go.
I sure hope he ain't making any triangles.
Yeah, he better not be making those triangles. No, you
Azure,
can't
oh my
raid
God.
Bob Ross. You can't
Are
raid
you
them.
serious?
Yeah, that's insane.
Oh, then he would have. Well, he would have 10,000 raids a day if so.
Yeah.
Which I argue is great, but I guess they don't agree.
Yeah. Then I guess we're just not raiding
He
anybody.
can't say hello to the Raiders.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
Honestly, Bob Ross is a horrible streamer. He never interacts with chat.
Oh
Mate.
boy. Oh boy. But yeah, I guess we're just ending the stream then, because nobody is live.
Send your face.
How about that?
That's
Oh,
disgusting.
I have someone you should raid. You should raid
Ooh.
Anya the nerd.
Oh.
Raid-
Yeah.
Raid
She's still
please, no.
alive right now. You should raid her.
Oh,
I for a second, I was so I was like, oh, really? And then Anya the nerd, I'm like, oh.
Everyone go to twitch.tv/Anya the Nerd/subscribe.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, thank you guys all for joining, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye!
Bye.
Yeah!